So we are back with some PSO recording now started. And yeah, we're listening to some, I want to get the exact name of the game correct, E6, the arc of, I think it's Napish team, as we just go through our little journey here. But I am looking to play with a group. If a group is not available, we'll just do some solo stuff. We've actually cleared out a majority of our sealed items, so I don't recall the last time we talked about this, but yeah, we're at a hilarious amount of PDs and photon crystals. We put away a stack of, I think, 82 onto our other character, and I have another 16 on top of that. Not a bad position to be in. And while I'm doing stuff, I might as well hold double limiter, because why not, while holding magical piece. But sadly, I don't think I have enough strength to hold a lane while doing a lot of limiters. So for me, I have to kind of choose between them, so I'm going to do this setup. I do want to point out, though, that the TP and MST is a little goofy. We'll see if we do a quick run here, if chat will see it, where it doesn't quite calculate the TP correctly. So just remember that I should be at 2486 according to this game's TP totals. And then we'll see what happens as soon as I go into another game. Well, since I just have a couple limiters left, I will just equip a magical piece, do a quick reset here, and then compare there. Then hopefully if chat is ready, we'll go ahead and get a group together, trying out some of the RBRs. I think it might be a good endeavor to come up with a guide for what we'll call very hard mode quests that are still run by Ultimate players. I don't know if it'll be another tab in the existing quest guide, or if I want to make it a separate document altogether. I don't know which would be more convenient for people, to be honest. Like whether people would even know the other tab exists kind of deal. It's not immediately in front of you. Yeah, I love that I can almost kill in one fireball. We're so close. This with Gafoi Merge, magical piece, so I don't think I could get my damage any higher. I do love that near insta-kill, though, on every group. So my funeral, I think, is like 188 or something right now. It's a very hilariously high level compared to the 182 they started at Anniversary. I think went to 183 right at the very end, off stream. Is this then they've just been doing a lot of very hard mode runs? Out of curiosity, how much does this do? Oh, not that much. I guess I'll go a little further. It is rare item up, so I'm not sure if chat wanted to do some Olga Flow runs, which I do want to try out Demon Rail. I realized that in my Ultimate Guide, I did not actually rate that quest. In fact, I just missed it. So I did all the other Lost quests for Episode 2, but not that one. I think no matter what, I'm going to rate the difficulty pretty high, just because it has a lot of gimmicks that make what is a somewhat easy seabed clear a lot more annoying. And then I think I'm going to draw a specific note to it when we go to update the text. But that is definitely a I'm not soloing that quest ever kind of quest. But it could still be worth doing in a group. But just keep in mind, it has a gimmick where basically hell resistance is basically impossible to beat levels on certain enemies. So they've customly overwritten some of their hell ability. So a lot of the easy clears against things like Dolems, for example, are completely immune to it. There's still some enemies that I think have it, like I think Morphos still have it. It's not like it's completely useless, but it is a significant increase in the clear time. And definitely outside of RBR, I find it kind of a hard ask to play. There's no reason to do it if all you want to do is fight Olga Flow at the end. Also, I was realizing, kind of looking at the list, I think that might be one of the only quests that actually goes to a final boss that's an RBR. So that should tell you something. If they think that it needs help despite going to Olga Flow, it's potentially a very rough battle through that quest. I remember it taking quite a while to get through. I want to say almost as long as RT. So even from like a speed standpoint, I don't think it's great. However, since it is an RBR and it gets the bonuses, it might not be too bad. But again, I think some of that will be dependent on having at least one Ranger with Demon Needle. I can't imagine doing this quest without S ranks. Like, you could sort of get away with it on some enemies, but no, I think we need a Ramar with Demon Needle. I don't think there's another option or choice for that, sadly. It's 4 enemies. I just wanted to see myself kill the Dorphon nearly instantly. Damage is insane. Yeah, the nice thing about having one adept as you play while unsealing, even though it's not quite as much value as unsealing 4 units, it is hilariously easy to go full clear on maximum attack. I used 1 Tri-Fluid to get to this point. I just found 1 as we technically found 2 as we played, but it's just one of those things that's just easy enough to do. I figure since I'm only unsealing limiters, I might as well go a little further to try to get a select cloak out of the deal. Yeah, just 2 fireballs are all that are needed to kill every enemy here, other than Astark. And it only takes, I think, 3 fireballs to kill Dorphon, which is really silly. I guess Babuda survives for a little bit. Good on Babuda. It's just another guaranteed dead Dorphon. Goodbye, Dorphon. You're never touching me. Perish, vanish into the ether. I think I misspoke on a couple of the streams. I think I said it was 66 kills in my reset. I think it's actually 68. I think I get confused just because when I clear it, it tells me 66, but it pops up the text before I get to that point. I might as well do this check since I'm here. I have enough TP. So yeah. I'm definitely curious, and I'm going to compare off-stream mostly. If I do a lot of solo runs on Phonumin, how many Photon Crystals am I going to see with the rare rate up? Technically, it should give me a decent chance of Ignition Cloak as well. Or if I want to go a full clear, like, at least up to this point in reset. You know, that helps me get Heavenly Arms, Odysseus's. 2 enemies drop Photon Crystals. Yeah, look at that. See, they get deleted nearly instantly. Crazy. Probably have gone back and hit them with another fireball, but that's fine. So we'll clear until the enemies stop spawning here. Fortunately, even though the item drops aren't that great, stack fireball should take care of everything here without me needing to spell swap. Because Magical Peace Phonumin is dumb. Goodbye, everything. You are all instantly dead. Look how fast that clear was. We're gonna walk away, check for items, no items, reset. Does it 2486? Okay, I don't see anybody waiting in the lobby. Might just be us today in solo adventures. Oh, it corrected itself. Maybe it has to do with overflow MST. Oh, you know what it could also be? Right, I didn't sort first. I'll check one thing. Huh, no, it still behaves that way. Weird. I wonder why it behaves like that on the Huda roll. I've definitely had it so that... Oh, maybe because it's equipped like this. I think I normally do it like this. Let's see if this makes a difference. My TP definitely D-levels when I level up, which is funny. No, it's still the same there. I guess that's fine. The drop tables get changed again? Not yet. They're planning to. Hope you're doing well, Tiggy. Unless I have seriously missed something since yesterday, I don't think anything has been updated for drop tables yet. Yeah, I still see the classic frozen shooters where they are. Hope you're doing well, Tiggy. I was gonna do another reset, but if you guys would like to do some runs, casually to Red Ring or Ogaflow, or want to do episode 4 resets, today would be your day. Not really, but at least I'm in bed. Sorry to hear, Tiggy. Hopefully you feel better soon. It is a pretty good forecast and rare bonus. RBR's not too bad. Rangers do mince males. We need more Rondumins here. Rip Ranuman. I love that it just takes 2 fireballs to just kill them. So unfair. Just bonk. Dead. Right, chat, what a very fair amount of damage being dealt on screen at the moment. So, needless to say, this character clears a lot faster than New World does. I killed that so fast, I don't even think I needed to put that last fireball there to hit items. So silly. Put 2 fireballs down, and whatever survives, I'm gonna Ripoe. Does Ignition Cloak also boost fire attacks? You bet it does, Tiggy. 10%. That includes Rafoe as a backup. Why a lot of people will pick Ignition Cloak, because there are so many Gafoe stack quests. Oh, that is so much easier. Oh, I don't even have to Gafoe this. They're not going to live long enough. That was like 20 seconds faster than when I do Funeral. And even then, I think I could have saved another 5 seconds. I cast like 2 techs I didn't need to cast. That's crazy. The fact that I still have TP, even crazier. It feels so good to be at like 2k plus TP. It is BS. I might as well do this check. I think it's worth at least clearing up to the satellite lizards here. It's rare item week. Photon crystal chances. Get forward. I was gonna say. If that didn't kill him, I was gonna kill them next turn. It's the cast, I mean. I think this strategy's the same. Yeah, at least clear these out. This is pretty easy. Oh, Ignition Cloak made a difference there, actually. I don't think that would have killed normally. 10% matter, chat. Because I only cleared it by 20 damage, which I can almost guarantee you Ignition Cloak was adding more than that between 2 casts. I'm seeing. Anyway, I don't really care about this zoo. Do whatever it wants. Goodbye. Okay. Let's see who's around. If not, we'll figure out some other things to run. Leveling level 30 characters. Do solo. Do a quick kill count check. I'll make a decision. So RBR, not too many quests that would involve caves that would be worth doing. Limiter, getting pretty close. Hope you're doing well, Retract. Just deciding what to try. I really don't want to do Demon Railgun solo. I might have to wait until another stream when we got some people. We'll stream at a more normal hour. I guess if I have nobody with me, I do solo Xrd. I think that's one of the only things I think I could pick up. Still feeling the PSO burnout. Could hop on for a couple hours if you need slot fills. I don't want you to feel burned out, Retract. It's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll leave the limiters on this character for now. I can always unseal on my own time. So yeah, as I said before, if we have a group, it would be like episode 4, episode 2 final bosses. It is rare item up, so might as well as try to spin the wheel on something and see if something fun happens. Been planning a new PC build the past couple days, which is a nice reset from all the big games. Look forward to the parts coming in the next week or 2. Nice. It is rare drop rate at the moment. So I will check and confirm on Discord later just how many photon crystals I can get during rare drop up. Doing some solo runs. Otherwise, I guess it's time to do some solo adventures here. I'd just like to say, if I first try this red ring, there will be the biggest sigh and exasperation at how irritating it was that I couldn't get it for a long time. Oh, I have a 30-hit X count? Oh. Maybe I should sphere this one. I mean, that's a pretty big threshold. It already is 35 machine, which isn't too bad. Have you opened to some episode 1 or 4 boss rush, I think? Still need some Red Ranger, Heaven Striker. Well, if you wanna join, I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna force you to play, but if you want to, I will lobby a little bit and wait for you. Otherwise, I'll just go forward with my solo adventures. Oh yeah, they resist double from the last time I ran caves. Yeah, if we get more people like solo, I think I like Xrd more than MA1C. MA1C I think makes more sense when we have the double IDs. And then episode 4, I would not do with less than 3 people. I could see us do MA1C with 3 people. Xrd I feel is more of a 4-man group. Ogaflow and friends is nothing shy of a 4-man group. I'm not doing 2-man Ogaflow runs. It sounds miserable. Just not having DPS or hell or good buffs. Like it's a minimum pick 3 kind of scenario. Yeah, maybe we'll warm up with some Xrd. I mean, either way, I would just kind of do this. Close enough, I guess. Yeah, we got a high hit Excal, so we should be mostly fine. I don't remember who has my Psycho Wand, but I should probably fetch that at some point. In fact, let me see if I have up my character data. Practice joined us. Trap. Psycho Wand is on who? On a Phonural? It is on a Phonural. Oh, it's on Dumpling. That makes sense. Just fall over dead real quick. Yeah, the other quests in RBR, so there's Caves quest, which is okay. That would be like if I want to hunt a Heart of item. Like if I wanted to do like Heart of Akihiko, I would basically play a quest like that just to give myself more random drops as we played. But from the standpoint of the remaining quests, War of Limits 2 is the other one that's in the RBR, which I do enjoy as a hunter. I know we talked about on stream before, there was like, I think I shocked people when I said there are quests I would rather be Hunter than Ranger or Force. That is like the primary candidate of, I don't see the purpose in playing Force in that quest. I could see myself playing Funeral in that kind of quest, so for people looking for places they would potentially use that over like a Raw Marl, it's just a lot of projectile immune enemies, and it's not an area you could Gafoi stack in, which is not like the most common of common formulas as you play through episode 4. But War Limits 2 is like that. You walk a lot, but you also kill a decent amount as you walk. So it's not a complete walkathon, but it is a lot more walking than other quests. It isn't like War Limits 1 where it genuinely wastes your time. You're walking like 15-20 seconds to the next area. That quest has no excuse for being that crappily made. I'm sorry. They should have just put more monsters as you've walked along. It would have been better. It's like, why put a room that can hold like 100 monsters and put like 15 in them? What an absolute waste whenever that happens. Stun lock here, a little ice, a little stun lock. Who knows, maybe we'll end up with a V101 as we play. Also, I forgot to see what ID Retract was. Oh, green ID, I think. Unfortunate. Well, we should probably not check the Mill Lily room then. We don't have purple. We'll be tilted forever if we see Mill Lily. there's some decent chance of V101 just play, isn't too bad. It's gonna stun lock the room a little. Although these guys getting in my face does not help me. Let Retract take care of that side. If for whatever reason the game is stubborn, we'll do some MA1C to get a guaranteed route to falls. Hopefully we get it in less than prize here. Big sigh. Reset time. We'll get there eventually. Have a little bit of banana bread with me, chow. Hold me over until I make dinner. I shouldn't have looked, yeah. The sadness is forever. See, if we had a third person, you would be able to host green ID, and then I would be able to play purple ID ult. We could do episode 4. But as is, it's not gonna happen, sadly. I think the craziest thing I have to report on Rare Enemy Week is that because I ran through so many enemies doing the resets in very hard mode, Rare Enemy Week actually made a difference in the number of Del Rappies I saw. It took literally running thousands of them in order for it to matter. But I think at one point across 15 resets, I saw, I think it was like 8 Del Rappies in a row. Like not like every wave of Rappies had it, but every reset had it. And there's only 12 in my reset. So I was like, what's happening? Like, why isn't this the normal rare enemy rate? Like, right? 1 in 10? Best rare enemy rate of all time? Just kidding. We don't want to give shoutouts to Condrio. To these enemies. Out of here. Rip Retract. How did he dodge shifted there? That was actually impressive. That was a PSO please moment, I think. I'm pretty sure he was targetable. I'm just not sure why he didn't get hit there. Didn't menu weirdly either. So sad. Retract looking, even though there's nothing he could do. I'm literally waiting on Retract now because he decided to go check that room. What a troll. Like, there we go. Nope. I don't care what's in that room. If we do this one more time, and we do not see it, I'm going to just do MA1C. Just from the fact that it is annoying me, we haven't seen it. I'm unsure if green ID is worth playing in MA1C. But in theory, I could do alt ID purple or something. Also, I missed you with the buff. That was my fault. Over to you. See, that one was me. That wasn't even PSO jank. I think I cast it, but then I canceled it with another spell. Because I'm used to, like, Tekken buffers. Playing a little bit of Tekken off stream. On console, though. It is what it is. So stupid. That stun lock. So good. Thank you, stun lock. Even in multiplayer, useful. Look at that. Some simple cures. Slowly getting my tri-fluids back. I'll pick up that power material. A bit unfortunate it was the literally last enemy killed that dropped it, but we'll go back. I'm half wondering if I should just immediately reset here. The answer is apparently yes. Okay, I'm doing MA1C. I'm tired of this. A big batch of trolls. I thought about trying some of the other massive attacks, but I'm gonna save that for full clear later. I'd rather do that when we have a full team. Just stick to what I know for now with people. Yeah, I was trying to decide what the best ID for this quest would be. I still feel like it might be Meridian. I was trying to like go over it, because like you want a red ring ID. You could bring purple for Psycho Wand, right? So it's like green ID has like legit nothing in mines, and mines is a very big portion of it. Their ruins is okay. Their caves is okay. Like, I guess if you wanted to get like a Shurin as you played, if somebody really wanted one, you technically go green ID. I don't think there were a lot of Del Savers, unfortunately, in this run. But we'll reconfirm, since it's been a while since I played. Oh, that is a really easy room to Refoe. What a great placement of enemies in this particular quest. It's almost like they tested Refoe in this room. Yeah, like technically Red ID, if you wanted to spend time slime duping, Red ID might also not be terrible. It's Red ID Mines is just kind of It's like, I don't think there's like a perfect ID for this quest, where it has value everywhere. The closest like, kind of like off-chance Uber is maybe on Viridian, where it has a good ruins and it has a good caves. So getting any extra chances at B101 I would prefer over some of the other choices. I switch into my Resist Devil. I think I'm essentially immune to them, so I'm not really that worried if they shoot me. If I die, it's just very unlucky, or I got Mo Lilied. Final impact with hit percentage, unfortunately. Yeah, gets you some incidental value doing the two-man ID swap stuff. This means we'll have to get Retract with another purple rock cast at some point. I'll have all the other swap IDs there. Oh, hello Chris, I thought you went to sleep when I took the break. So then the even highest level late game ultimate item like Resist Devil is so invaluable. Yeah, I feel like there should have been like, for Godly Resist, when it went into Heavenly Resist, it should have been 15 for resistance instead of 12. It's kind of disappointing the best resist unit is just worse than a common drop for like a lot of what you want to run, instead of just being a generic replacement for everything. Like, it's already annoying to hunt, so like, why don't you just make it better? Like, I don't really understand their philosophy. Settling down for the night, no worries. They're okay. I mean, I don't expect a lot of value to play until we do like a lot of them. I guess we'll collectively go to the southern door since we don't have enough people to do two-man or a four-man split, which is a good choice. I like quests where you can do more if you have more, but you're not like heinously slow. You just have two people. Material. Yeah, so if we really wanted to do like Shurin runs as we played, it's a bad quest to do it if we're going to Falls. I just kind of wish Green Mines was a bit better. After the big nerf, it's like, do I really want to have Sami Bracers? No, not to that number. So I hope in the near future they upgrade Green Mines a little bit. It doesn't have to be like V101, but Just put it on an enemy there's like not... If they're so scared of people getting value in TTF, then just put it on an enemy that's like barely in there. Like, are people really gonna care about removing Kasami Bracer from Kanoween and putting something else of interest there? Like, why are there two things for Kasami Bracer? Like, just put a heart of item or something there at some point. Ideally, that's what'll happen. That's where you're capable of more, there you go. Very fitting, I suppose. I'll get that voice clip later this week. I just didn't want to do it right away. I think it might actually just be faster for me to X-Cal these. Sadly. Resistances are just so high. Rip retract. I'm gonna do this to stun the room. I guess my Rifoi was keeping retract alive. We'll eventually get retract more dress plates. He'll put it full time on a purple ID broadcast. That way he doesn't have the option selected too. Oh, you're killing those? Oh, I'm gonna put down a wart for you. I'm not waiting for that room. I don't think anything spawns of interest for Viridian there. Look at me go. I was perfectly wedged on him. I couldn't turn, and I couldn't walk forward, if Chad is wondering what happened there. Same material. Yeah, I figure some V101's not a bad unit to pick up as we go along. So I think value coming into caves, kinda nice. Request that happen to mix a little bit of cave enemies. It's more beneficial for Omnispawn in particular. So makes Omnispawn a bit more interesting on some of these IDs. Now, if only Spaceship could get good items. I do think that if they were teasing all these changes, because they said, you know, we're not going to do any more badges next year. We're going to get rid of all the anniversary quests that have been there for at least 5 or 6 years. I forget when they made them. I don't think they were there year one. But from that perspective, you know, as they go to make another quest series, and they're thinking of doing Omnispawn, I'm just kind of wondering if they're going to update the drop charts in preparation for that. I should probably get done my general section ID talks at some point. It just feels like every 2 months something changes that makes me delay another couple weeks, and then something else happens where they're telling me that they're gonna do something. Sort of like how they changed the anniversary twice, leading up to anniversary. So we'll have to do another video for anniversary again. Oh, a Violet Mag. There you go. Yeah, I think Viridian getting Heaven Punisher here is kind of interesting. That's what I was saying. It at least has off-chance Ubers. Go grab this. Yeah, I just don't think green has like an equivalency item. Like, at least I could say there's something in Viridian Mines that you'd hunt. Definitely Zaloring them makes it easy. So I think once I'm done with my Baran set, in preparation for all these changes for more Omnispawn quests and generally wanting to do some of the harder areas, I think I'm going to have 2 additional Barans created. I'm going to make probably a Beast Dark and a Machine Dark, and the order in which I get them really just depends on whatever is more useful at the time. Things like Seabed benefit more from that kind of combo. I did not mean to freeze them in the air, but it's funny that I could freeze them in the air with the Rabarda. Oh, Rabarda, you don't care about height difference. Yeah, from the standpoint of, I guess, full clear stuff, we'll be starting up, I think, challenge mode to kind of compensate between the two things. So regardless of what they decide they want to do, I doubt they'll do anything for Halloween. I imagine they're going to slightly tweak things for Christmas, like very minor things. I don't think they'll go as far as making a new quest for Christmas. But I think based off of those kinds of things, if we end up getting a group like a Demon Shot, a Demon Needle, Demon Mech Guns, all those things could be very useful in preparation for Halloween. In particular, Underground is probably best with Beast Dark for Desert. But if we want to take Seabed more seriously at some point, or if we want to do Tower more seriously, we should probably do Machine Dark for there as well. So again, it just really depends on what we decide to do the upcoming weeks, which one will be filled out. The easiest thing I can say, though, is that we will be filling out one of the Barans with Dark first. So no matter which one we lean into as we go to complete our Dark Baran set, it shouldn't really matter, since we'll be able to have all items by the time we get to Halloween. I'm already at 2 weapon spheres worth of PDs. So I just need to get another 50 or so PDs between now and Halloween. Should be doable if I'm doing unsealing. I might offer my services. I'm gonna go in the fake door. Fake room. What a fake room. But anyway, stupid fake room. But I think from that perspective, I might try to offer unsealing services once to the general public to get like another 30, 40 PDs. I'm about 70 PD shy of where I want to be. I know I can get another 15 from Remote eventually, but I'm not that far away from at least putting Dark Percentage on a second Baran's. So hopefully between offering somebody in the group another 50 hit Baran's, which I can do by the way, if chat is interested in that, those kinds of things, like if I make 2 more Baran's and give them away for like 40 PDs or so, would be huge. I think that would put me back on target. But anyway, if anybody in chat wants a deal on a 50 hit Baran's or needs help unsealing, please let me know immediately, since I'm trying to get ready for Halloween. So I'd rather the PDs go towards something that will end up being used by the group anyway. And I just kind of view it as you're helping the team more than you're helping me, because I doubt I'm going to be playing a lot with Baran's. But one other thing, kind of a point, we went tangentially. We talked about Omnispawn, I talked about Anniversary. I want to go back to Anniversary one more time. So, I personally, if chat is curious what my opinion is, I personally am not really excited for these changes for Anniversary. I think I'm not going to say lucked into, but they definitely saved this year's Anniversary by making AA count as double and removing it from the pool. I think that was one of the biggest problems last year, is that when people just only wanted to play Forest, it was just so hard to play all these different quests that were not of people's interests. And while they're potentially going to try to say like, oh, you know, you can't play Forest anymore, blah, 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 I don't necessarily like what they're also pairing it with. And that's where I kind of have very low expectations at the moment, and I would love for it to be adjusted. So, like, the current Anniversary, to put in context, has Bronze, Silver, Gold, and Platinum badges, right? So the intent is that you potentially get a bunch of cheapy Bronze and Silvers. You can upgrade them if you happen to get unlucky, with consistent value, and then quests potentially give... Oh, photon drop. Quests potentially give you value based off of difficulty of the quest. So I feel like they were on the right approach this year with that, where they adjusted the rewards, they made the bottom 3 give slightly better badge value, even though it was very finicky. I think the idea was correct, even if the execution wasn't like 100% there. They wanted to penalize people that were only spamming the top 3 quests, so there was at least a mechanical incentive to not do it, which I think is also fine. I think a lot of issues would be resolved, and I think a lot less people would be playing Forest if you just stopped giving them silver badges. Honestly, to me, that would have been the very easy solution. Just give them a bunch of bronze, but not a silver. So if you want to give them 5 bronze badges instead of a whole silver, I don't think a lot of people would necessarily complain, because then you could say, oh, I could build up a lot of ad slots very quickly, but not necessarily a lot of, you know, gold badges playing Forest or something. Like, there are definitely some levers they could still pull with the existing system. But the fact that they're potentially just removing it altogether for what I'll call a rainbow of colors just sounds really, really irritating to me. I don't feel like this is a hot take on that. It is so bad with item space in PSO that people that are casually just... Oh, retract. People that are casually walking around do not want to hold like 5 bajillion event items in their inventory. Like, some people don't even leave room for multiple drops. Like, there are people that legitimately unequip things from Rawcast because they have so many weapons that they need to hold to do runs successfully at high level play. So it's like, I can't imagine wanting to hold like a red, a blue, a green, an orange, a yellow, a purple, a white, a black. So from my current takeaway, there's going to be at least 3 currencies that you're going to have to hold, which is about net neutral to where it is currently. And it kind of just goes back into the question of, if they're just going to stick to just 3, why don't they just adjust the silver and gold badges then, instead of inventing yet another currency? Like, I don't feel like this is a crazy take. You already have different power levels of badges. The whole intent to giving them colors is that certain areas give certain badges. So why don't you just do that? Okay, they're clarifying. Oh, it's gonna be flags? I hope it's global. Okay, that's better. But I also hope I hope it's account-wide versus character-wide. So how are you gonna trade it if it's flags? Wait, I don't understand. Didn't they say it was tradable? Wasn't that their big thing in their post? Yeah, I thought they said it was tradable. Wait a minute. No. Somebody put some quote in there. They definitely said it was going to be tradable. That's why I didn't think it was going to be flags. When did they clarify it was going to be flags? That's like 30 million times more annoying. You could take them out like team points? How is that going to work? I feel like they're just... Now I feel like they're just kind of overcomplicating things. Like, are we going to have to potentially consume an item to trade? Is that how they're intending it to work? Sorry. Gonna replay the soundtrack. I mean, now I kind of hope... Well, if it's account-wide, it's not bad. If it's character-specific, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind if it's character-specific. I will have, like, the biggest rage blowout if it is character-specific. Do you know how many characters I played in the event? The answer was all of them. Do I really want to gather up 24 characters worth of stuff by going into, like, some quest and just constantly going, convert into points, convert into points, convert into points, convert into points. Oh, are you capped? Convert into points. Go to the share bank. Just like, that doesn't sound very fun to me. Feels like another micromanage of just random PSO bullshit I have to learn. I'm calling it out for what that is. That does not sound fun to me. So, like, again, like, if the intent was that they want to give Forest weaker rewards, they could just adjust the quest. Like, if they're already going so far that the quests are dropping specific things... Oh, maybe that's what it is. They want the quests to only drop things. Maybe enemies will stop dropping items, which will be a lot less exciting. I think ultimately we're going to see a very butchered anniversary. Where I'm going with this long string of tangents. My understanding was that they are potentially removing it as random drops. Because I don't know how you would do flags at all. Which means that you're forced to play anniversary quests. Which means that I'm going to be forced to play a lot of things that I don't enjoy. I think what I'm hearing is I'm going to be boycotting a lot of the anniversary event stuff. Yeah. It sounds to me like I might just not play Anniversary. Or if I play Anniversary, I refuse to play Anniversary quests. Unless I find them genuinely fun. Which is a very high bar given how rough AA was when it first came out. For people that don't believe me, they put out like actual how much have people played of certain quests. And AA was horrible in 2024. I don't know if they gave the 2025 numbers post fix, but it legitimately was like so much worse. Yeah, and then they want to have the items where you just need... Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of pointless management. It just seems a lot more tedious to me. Like, I understand wanting to difficulty gate some things, but, like... I don't know. I don't know if this is the way. Like, I'll give you another counterexample. Why isn't this effort being just put into the Easter event? like honestly, I'm gonna call it out for what it is. Wouldn't it have made more sense to have all these fun colors to collect as it's like an Easter egg hunt? Wouldn't thematically that have made more sense to do for Easter? Just saying, like, if they want to do Easter quests and stuff like this. But no, I guess we're gonna have to manage with the rainbow next year. I don't really look forward to. But it is what it is, I suppose. Oh, man. And then they also want to keep platinum badges, but platinum badges aren't a thing, so they just... I don't know. I feel like they're creating a lot of overhead, but we'll see where they go across the next year. I can see why this wasn't ready for Anniversary, since it's a very drastic change to how things were done previously. But yeah, being forced to only play Anniversary quests, I feel like is also kind of the opposite reason to play Anniversary. I mean, it's good that there's a lot of quests that are fun, but like ultimately, once the boosts are there, I kind of just want to do my own thing for a week. Like, it's fun and all to support it for a couple weeks, but it's like, I don't want to be like, oh, we can only really get quest rewards if we only do certain things. Because not even, like, Christmas event is like that, where you could get coal other ways, and there's a lot of fun quests to play, but you aren't, like, hard punished for not playing non-Christmas quests. You just won't get as much coal, but you could still enjoy the bonuses. Whereas, like, now you're potentially not getting anything with it if they're making it flags, which is a lot worse. I just took out all the videos of loot of MMA quests I still have in my recycling bin. I don't know. I feel disappointed. I'm not gonna say I'm surprised, I'm just disappointed. I really hope that they get people to playtest some of these things in Sandbox or something. I hope they go the way of normal game development and just ask an honest group other than mods. Just get a random bunch of people. You can generate hype by having a raffle. There's so many things you could do. But like, to get feedback on quests for bug testing before it goes live, and we have to deal with untested quests, potentially like 6 or more quests, because presumably there's going to be roughly, let's say, 2 of them will cover, or 1 of them will cover 2 areas, is what I meant to say. So I imagine overall the number of quests will be down. Like, you have AA, I think they said will be the same between the different years. And then potentially we'll say 2 episode 1s, 2 episode 2s, maybe an episode 4, and then the hybrid ones might be left as AA. They might add another AA across the board, or we'll see. Because from what I understand, I don't think they want anything to be 1-to-1, so there won't be like a forest quest. It'll probably be 2 areas of enemies, is what my thought process of what they're doing. No proof on it. I don't think they've mentioned specifically doing that. But the only way to really achieve what they're talking about, where things are quote-unquote equal in difficulty, is to combine different areas. You know what I mean? So... And I think that's also kind of an issue, because like, if everything is just kind of same difficulty, won't it just be really boring? Question mark. I have some concerns, especially with game balance, because we saw how like AA1 was initially. I'm trying to think if they try to put it all on like AA1 difficulty, how awful that's going to be to do in public games. That's also my main thought process, where I'm like, I play with people that can't even do CCA. You think I want to do something like Tower with them? You think I want to go into like Ilgil quests with some of the people? I don't know. That just sounds like a... That sounds like a real tall order to me. Like, oh boy, I get to choose which quests of murder flowers or Delilies get to murder the party as they don't understand where to go. It's not so much a problem when we play on our Twitch stream, but you also have to think about it from like a game health perspective. So like, what are all the newer characters going to be playing if everything is going to be higher in difficulty than Forest? Because, you know, I thought a big reason why Anniversary was good is because it put the XP bonuses first, so that you could take like a relatively fresh character and still do decently well with them. But it's like... that's how I feel. Ah, yes, let me take my level 100 character into Sinnoh Land with Murder Flower and Merry Carols and good old Epsilon middle of our quests. Like, you know what I want to see with a low-level party? Why don't we fight more Deldeps and Morphos? My chat just like, It won't count towards milestones? Oh, come on. Oh, that's a... That's gonna elicit some bad language from me, chat. I'm letting you know, that actually pisses me off. I was like, that was the one thing they did right to fix the people not wanting to be forced to play the event. How dare they write about not if you don't want to play a quest, you could just trade it up. Like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so abysmal. Because AA making sure that you had ways to contribute to the event, but not specifically have to grind things you don't like, I thought was the point of AA. So they're gonna remove that. I'm like, yeah, I'm already like, screw this event. It hasn't even happened yet. I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Retract. Now that I hear that full set of changes, and that is the update that I'm hearing from the group of where they're looking to go, I am not taking a single day off for Anniversary next year. I don't want to. Instead, I'm gonna focus on maybe more time off in Christmas. Maybe I'll just take off all of December, first week of January, or 2 weeks of December, 1 week in January. So that way I can play whatever quest I want to play, which I would have thought would have been the purpose of something like an Anniversary event, is to celebrate the server, not get pissed off because now you have to play 6 different quests in order to get some arbitrary bonus. Which I would like to state is not how it used to work up until 2023. So I'm like, as someone that has come from the 3rd year, 4th year, 5th year, 6th year, 7th year anniversaries, I don't really like what it has become over the past couple of years. And I thought AA was like the olive branch to me as somebody that has played a lot, that I can still go for fun Uber items, and there's quests that make stuff more convenient than it normally would be. And it gives me an excuse. I don't have to grind stuff because I don't want to. Oh, I see Tech in the lobby. I'm just so disappointed, chat. Did you want to join us? I'll server around, presumably Tekkium. I'm so disappointed right now. I don't even know where to begin. I'm making coffee, says Tekkium. We could wait. It's fine. It's better to do this quest with more players. Also, thought it was funny to mention we know people like to plan time off for the end. Proceed to say nothing about what it'll be. Yeah. I'm sure the mods heard me get pissed off before. I've said that on like 5 streams. It is likely at least one mod has probably heard me talk about it at this point. You can always join Retract, and then you can just drop when Tekkium's here if you need to shop or do stuff in the meantime. But yeah, usually right before an event or during the event, I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking bonus days off because I don't care. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, things I'd like to encourage them to work on. I'm not going to say they should or shouldn't, but I think they would probably agree. Being able to automate events would be not only work all for them, but would make people happy. So I'd say that would be a win-win thing. I don't disagree if Anniversary needs to be updated, but it was actually pretty close last year. I think AA, even though they said it was a Band-Aid fix, the fact that it not only counted for other quests, but also counted as double, meant we got the milestones at a decent rate. And as I said before, chat, there's just some things I don't want to do. Like, do I really want to grind out a spaceship mixed with other areas? Do I really want to grind out, like, caves necessarily? Like, people already do the Psycho Wand hunts, and that's fine. People can do those. I don't like doing those. But at the same time, it's like, these enemy combos better be, like, a new way to hunt for multiple items, but not necessarily the best for any one particular item. If they follow that philosophy, I'm going to be a lot less annoyed. But if you want me to sit there and go through, like, the absolute BS of, like, I don't know, seabed mixed with forest or something weird, I don't know. There's just certain combos where I'm like, ugh. I don't look forward to them. Maybe to do spaceship and have sorcerer brands in one area. Maybe we'll finally get a decent SS quest. Like, I think you would agree, Retract. I actually really liked the temple quest for what it was in Massive Attack, and it is such a shame that they're removing, like, genuinely fun and not even that overpowered. Oh, there's purple. Like, genuinely fun and not even that overpowered quests because, like, people spam forests, and it's like, I don't think a lot of people that spam Blue Forest really got a big payoff. Like, if 5 times the amount of plays were in Forest, and there were more banners from CCA than Forest, that should really kind of tell you something, that it was probably fine. And that's what I was kind of saying to people, like, off-stream, and even to some extent in the games. Like, okay, they got a Blue Hilda tour. Look how many, like, CCA the drops were in comparison, and that quest was run at least half as often. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, so at least there's still Halloween cookies to go there. Halloween quest doesn't match it, so PD is fed for a worse quest. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Well, if we end up with one more player, we could try Demon Railgun. But yeah, like, as I said before, I think there was kind of a sweet spot, and I mentioned this on Discord a couple times as well. There's like a sweet spot of difficulty for public games, and anybody that says otherwise is kidding themselves and has not played public games. Anybody that says anything to the contrary, I don't believe them. As someone that played like almost like 2 days straight during Anniversary, during the busiest time of year, I will tell you how miserable it was to not play quests you could solo carry. It was to the point I stopped doing them. It was so bad. But it's one of those things where, you know, nobody's going to have trouble carrying in Forest. Almost nobody's going to have trouble carrying in Caves. Mine quest was set up in such a way that you saw how powerful Force was. I could carry as a Force. I could have carried as UCast. It was just a genuinely, like, not that bad of a run, right? You could extend that. I think Temple was another quest that was pretty easy to carry with an okay group. Spaceship, another quest that is, you know, if you bring V502, you could hard carry that whole quest. But, you know, if they want to elevate it to, like, AAs, like, just a lot of people couldn't play AA. Like, I don't know if people had other experiences, but I'm like, anything that was, like, CCA level, Seabed, AA1, AA2, they were some of the most miserable runs I did last year. Or not last year. Well, last year too, but they were some of the most miserable runs from the previous Anniversary. So it's like, if they want to put it at AA level, it's terrible. I didn't bother with AA for that reason. Yeah, it's just like, I did a couple of games and they were okay. So it's like, if at least 2 really strong players are there, they're okay. But then, like, you'll get the people that run around, and chat knows what I'm talking about. I know they experienced it this year. You get the geniuses running around with lamed Argent unsealed on Ranger. Was a thing that has happened, by the way. I'm not making that up. That's not a hypothetical. That happened to me. You get the people that don't bring melee weapons into episode 4. You get people that decide that they want to triple stack on Force, and they don't have Slicer or Fanatic, and they don't have really basic gear to clear episode 2, entering CCA. You have people that are trying to bring like level 90 people into Seabed, and they die all the time to everything. And it's like, granted, if you're like a very skilled player, it's not a problem. But I'm telling you, having played the Anniversary, for people that did not play public games, these are all things that happened to me during public games off stream. I think we only did like 5 public games or something streamed, because I would rather play with the group, because our gear level is higher on stream in general than the casual play at this point, which is good. We've been working at it for a long time to get the boosts. If people keep turning good drops into cookies, it's a nightmare. There you go, Promethean. Oh boy. So it's just like, I don't know. It just, do I have a problem with like some caves enemies being in like Seabed or something like that? Not inherently, but I think also from the standpoint of, oh man, I should have got more tri-fluids. I think inherently from the standpoint of quest difficulty, I don't feel like the quest makers are quite in touch with that, if I'm going to be very frank and honest with you. The people that have like specifically catered to very specific areas, like Barista, for example, in caves, I trust them to get a good feel for that specific area. When it comes to Omnispawn, it's generally been a very high difficulty quest, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's great to offer that as an option for players who are more geared and can get organized team together to have fun. But if you're now going to force everything to be on like a Christmas Omnispawn level, the AA Omnispawn levels, it's just going to turn people off. Because I know for one, I'm definitely not doing public games if they're on that level. I'm going to be like, no way am I playing something that involves power enemies, seabed enemies, even CCA, jungle. A lot of those enemy types, I'm just like, no, that's like an instant, no way, Jose equivalency for me when it comes to public games. Am I super worried if the team doesn't have the biggest damage in Ruins? No. Am I super carried about Spaceship or like very V502 centric runs that I won't be able to carry, and therefore they could bring whatever they want and enjoy the game with whatever gear power level they have? I don't care about that. But when it becomes like every room is like nearly tightly organized and there's just a lot of annoying enemy types, or people that are, you know, kind of in the like very early stages of late game, it's kind of weird to say, but people that are building their first Barans and they have like one attribute, or people that only have at most like 500, 600 PDs of gear, they're really gonna struggle when suddenly they're hit with all these rooms with all these different enemy percentages and have to relearn all these other abilities. Like, suddenly you can't Gavoe stack to clear episode 4 quests as easily. Suddenly Gartabulus might be in quests and it's like, oh man, I hope they brought demons and traps and hell, and it's just like, you start naming things and like the pool of players that are able to kind of bring that in are pretty low. I will say the people that frequent on stream are generally on the higher end, because we've been helping them across like a year or two to kind of get up to speed with power level. And to some extent, we literally loan out items. In particular, this year, we've been better at kind of spreading the power out a bit. And we've also been doing challenge mode. We've been getting new S ranks. But, like, I don't expect the average player next year to have, like, 2 S ranks, demons, trap usage, and I just feel like the requirements are too high. So I don't know if they're looking to tune down stuff like AA2, which I feel like this year, maybe Chad has a different opinion towards it, but this year I barely saw any AA2. I don't know if they ever released the formal numbers. I really liked AA1 after the nerf because it got rid of some of the more irritating spawns. But for people that don't remember that, AA1 had a lot of annoying things like Morphos that were just like full screen lasering you while you're just trying to walk into the room. And it just wasn't fun. So I'm worried that we're gonna see a lot of that kind of bullshit come back. Yeah. I'm just not excited for it, is what I'm saying. So I hope to some extent they keep, if they want to have a harder quest count towards other quest values, I think that was a fair and balanced way of saying that if you have good gear, you could skip playing areas you don't like because you have strong enough gear to do these things, and then the rewards will be balanced out accordingly. That's what I thought was one of the strengths of AA, is they realized it was still overtuned, and that it is fantastic with the Sky ID changes, and it plays off an ID that doesn't see a lot of play normally, right? Like, you're not really going to sit down and grind out Lame to Argent Goron Detonator runs in most casual play, right? But now you're also doing that, you're getting, like, a Gaigui hunt, you're getting all sorts of, like, chances to spin the wheel at Ubers, and I'm worried that, like, this selection of enemies that was catering towards, like, a pink ID setup in AA2 versus, like, a Sky ID setup in AA1, I'm just worried that it's just not going to be worth it if they spread it out too thin. Like, am I really going to do a hunt that just has 8 enemies in it? So hopefully their quest philosophies will kind of cover that a bit better. And we stop having, like, 200 enemies and then there's, like, 30 million enemy types, and just kind of theme it a little bit more. Like, I talked about how, like, you could even go back to the first time that we played AA1. I said I really like the idea of theming, from what I recall mentioning then, and that there's a lot of machine-type enemies, and there's a lot of dark enemies, but there's just, like, parts of the quest that are too hard, and so all those kind of weird, one-off, A-Beast monsters and a lot of the native monsters got trimmed. So if they follow really strict guidelines on how they create this, where it's not like 7 million enemy types, and it's more a focus on, like, here's our native A-Beast quest, here's our A-Beast machine quest, here's our machine dark quest, here's our dark native quest, here's our... And if they focus on it like that, I don't think I have, like, a big issue with it. But I don't know how much of that was, like, a conscious decision is the problem. So, big TBD there on whether or not it's going to end up being worth it. Because again, you should potentially reward players that have unusual sets of Barans, or generally high-level gear, or multiple ranks. Like, if they make a quest that's easier to V502 than the others, great. I think that would be a good idea to kind of balance it out a little bit more. And then, you know, they could tailor their rewards accordingly, which I think are already done, since most things that are V502able generally are not the highest value targets. But it's just one of those things where I don't know. It's going to take them at least a couple of years on the quest to get right. We're going to see, I think, a lot of patches next year in regards to quest balancing. So I'm gonna have to put, like, the biggest of caveats and asterisks when we go to do a video covering these quests. But overall, I don't know. I'm not looking forward to micromanaging yet another set of currencies. I'm curious if it's going to be like a one-to-one replacement for the shop, or if they're going to do something else. Because I thought the Easter giving, like, gambling items was actually not too bad. And I like the constant having drops as you play. I think we talked about this before. It impacts, like, the mental health of the game. Where if you're playing for, like, 30, 40 hours an event and you legitimately get nothing, it feels terrible. And I know I've talked about this on stream before, where it was like, I thought one of the best parts of the anniversary quest was it always felt like you were constantly getting something. So to go back to, like, pre-event, no bonuses, just sounds really miserable to me. I don't know, Chad. I'm just not excited to go back to those days. Oh, man. So I suppose only time will tell. Needless to say, chat, it sounds like we're going to have to really step it up with challenge mode post-Halloween. So I think November might be a month of challenge mode as well, just to help new players kind of get up to speed, because it sounds like they are constantly wanting to increase the difficulty. And to an extent, I understand why. They're at that point of the game generally as developers and as people that have been playing since the first year and people that have been trading, where they're just accruing literally thousands of PDEs versus like hundreds of PDEs in order to save up for like these big value auctions. I'm not too far off from that. I took, like, as I said before, a pretty big break. It's not like I played like hundreds of hours in a particular year before I started streaming. I played for like major events. Then I would just not play the game for like 8 months, 9 months. Sometimes I would skip Easter. No, like my early play, like even though I've been technically around for a while, I'm more like where I should be at like year 3 of PSO. That's the best way to put it. Where I have my brands, I have a lot of hit percentage things, I have ID coverage, I have a lot of levels. I have some good Ubers, so it's like the overall quality of my stuff has definitely gone up from the beginning of the year compared to where we are now. But even then, I think some of the requirements that are being asked of us in terms of difficulty are still very high. So I feel bad for the people that, you know, view our stream potentially during anniversary event, and then they want to have their first time character. And again, this is not a hypothetical. I'm sure chat knows there were like, what, 4 or 5 new people that joined us on stream. Some of them literally made a character within a day of us playing with them within this past month. So it's not a hypothetical that it would be like impossible to play with them. And I think that would just be like a big shame if we just can't play with them because they just don't have the gear requirement. We're like, oh, are you not fully maxed out with power stats and everything else? Well, you're not going to be able to kill, you know, Gibbles before it becomes a problem. So we're just gonna not play with you, I guess, in public games. I think would be a pretty bad look on PSO if they decide to keep it that way. So the direction Ultima is going minus the gear. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Ultima, but if they're kind of going that way, I think it's a shame. Like, I don't have any conceptual problem with them doing stuff like time trials. Like, it's a way for them to keep the game fresh for them. And I'll be like, okay, cool. But at the same time, it's like, you got rid of some of the best quests in the game, just in terms of waves and pacing. Everything was like a really well timed out 5-minute quest. I kind of don't like, is every quest now going to be like an 8-minute plus quest? Unless you're like hyper geared? Like where is their break line for these upcoming quests? Because chat knows I feel held hostage when we start going past the 10-minute mark at any quest. I'm like, I better be here ultra willingly. I'm like, don't you hold me in these like TTF games for like infinite minutes. We better be fighting falls, like 10-minute mark. So let alone doing that for like dozens of quests, I don't know. It's a shame the devs actively remind us they don't take criticism or suggestions, especially from the forums, yeah. I think some mods are a little better at PR than others, and it shows. The people that are like, oh yeah, we're gonna take a logical suggestion and go from there, or I don't think that's where we're going, but here's the reason why. Like, there's people that could do that, and they are definitely like few and far between. I think there's some that are, you know, very supportive of new players, but at the same time, I really wonder with all the directions that have been coming out for like the quests and everything else. I'm like, I don't think those are the same mods that are giving the internal feedback. Just saying, I feel like it's a very different power level. And chat, I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you also, I'm gonna bring it up one more time. This one's for Chris, even though he might have gone to sleep. That I did play with certain modded people, I will put it that way, that decided not to use traps as a cast. So I can't imagine playing something like an Omnis Spawn or something more difficult than Mines. If I can't get them to freeze trap in Mines, I'm like, and these are people that have been playing for years, do I really want to go on the same level as AA as every single quest option? I don't think so. Right, chat? I'm calling them out. They know who they are. I'm not gonna use names. Oh, to be fair, they used exactly one freeze trap. In their defense, I guess, air quote. There was exactly one freeze trap in the final room against the 4 Barans. It was painful, chat. So I'm just trying to picture people that are, you know... It's a very different mindset. I think people that especially come from, like, GameCube days, or, like, the Xbox days, don't fully understand or appreciate how good mods are. And, like, we will do the preaching, as it were. We will stand up on the soapbox. We're gonna talk from the high horse, if needed, about how much time is saved and how much it is needed for quests with, like, this much enemy density. To be able to check these items in a reasonable time while playing multiplayer is kind of required. So I'm trying to also think from that perspective of some of the people that still aren't using mods, which is still a thing, sadly. It's going to be a very interesting time for them, to say the least. I don't think we should tailor a quest to them specifically, but I just want chat to be aware. You might still be in some very interesting public games in 2026. It's gonna be fun. In fact, there were a couple of Quest developers that talked about the fact that they also did not use mods until recently. They don't use any of the Lua ones. I think they have the highlighting of the items on the floor, though, at least. Gonna be an interesting time for sure. I might as well see the group from here. Oh, this enemy, the Falls is just trolling right now. Stop it, Falls. No, you move. That's the opposite of stop it. I'm gonna barter you. Look at that. That's how convinced I am that I need to do damage here. Using Barda. Okay, I gotta protect myself. What a troll. Man, this is like one of the worst patterns I've ever seen. What is this boss doing? Okay, there we go. That's pretty invisible. I'm gonna pause music, restart music. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, maybe because I was casting a spell, it didn't... Too much, sir. Oh, I didn't realize everybody stopped attacking there. I'll have to go shift it in a moment. There we go, this should be... There we go. Get out of here. Rip the drops. Now it just makes you wait 20 seconds. Wonder why they couldn't just put a red warp there. Like what was their fascination with Sega for why they wanted to have a custom warp? There's so many questions. Okay, we'll do one more of those and we'll switch up what quest we're running. Maybe try Exert again. this time we'll do the full milliliter check just for the team. Love the little bit of building sticking out there. Excuse me. I'll probably go for like another hour and a half. 50 hit charge arm in the shop. Nice. Glad we can help with payday. I guess I should also check to see if anything is there. Is it just 50 hit charge arm, nothing else? Oh, sounds like nothing for me. I guess I'll take some spares for other players. Let's give you 300,000 or whatever. Make it easy for you. There you go. Nice little happy Meseta drop. I'm gonna put away my materials. Meantime. Apparently more charge arms were found. I definitely want to give some away to new players. I haven't really been needing Scape Doll lately. There we go. Freed up some inventory space. Okay, so I'm gonna take 10. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Put them on this character bank for now. Hopefully you can fit them in here. Nope. What I was worried about. What do I not need that's in here? 5 blue. So I need 4 more. Drop all this junk. 1, 2, 4. I think I paid for 10. I paid 300,000. If there's extras, I'll just put them away. It doesn't matter. And I'll leave 2 in the share bag for other players. Yeah, if there's still extra, I'll take 2. Retract and take 2. There we go. We'll give them out to new players. I'm gonna go buy mine now. There you go, Retract. Enjoy the 2 extras. How fortuitous that we randomly get charge arm in the shop. We'll force Dango to sell them in trading with the attributes. Dark Year. Hello. Not sure who Dark Year is. It's almost a Dango name. I don't remember what I named the game. If they want to join, it's up to them. I don't really care. Yeah, if I just want to be immune to the lilies, I'll just wear a Glide Divine. I figure I'm not... Those other texts I dropped aren't really useful, so if people really wanted them, you're not really going to use a 28 Zalor, Jalen. Yep. I was going to say, I'm not going to Oh, I did the... Fuck, I did the wrong quest. Whatever. Whatever. We'll keep going. We'll run it to the end, I guess. I hit A by accident. It is a maximum attack. I think we might as well as full clear it. It is what it is. I definitely meant to hit C. That's what I get for scratching my eyes as I'm menuing. Whatever. Time to learn, I guess. I did want to try A and B at some point, so we'll just consider it here. Uh-oh, who's not used it? Well, we're gonna learn today. What is the difference between A, B, and C at high level? Beginning room feels very samey. This is going to be Lily Ring, and it's really not that different at all. Yeah, it's still Lily Ring in the beginning. In fact, had I not said anything, I don't know if I would distinguish that this is the wrong quest. That's nice, at least the beginning is the same. Maybe the game will be merciful and we'll see Cycle 1. Just immediately pops up and be like, guess I'm resetting. See you later. Yeah, this already looks different. I guess the door from this point changes. Unlock. Definitely a very awkward room to crowd control for people without EDK. See why people might not use A for that reason. Banana Dragon and Kill Ring. There's such awkward corners. I mean, I can see with coordination it's not that bad, but still. For a blind playthrough. Kind of annoying, the lilies are so far apart from each other. Not an issue with dress play, but for casual play, prove a problem. Why was there like a 5-second delay for that spawn? What's that? I guess technically, as long as we keep doing these kinds of runs, every run is technically a Sicko one. But the trade-off is that I get to do red rang and fight other things. I was gonna say, can chat check real quick to see if Massive Attack 8 even goes to falls? I actually don't know if it does. If nothing else, I'll just clean out caves. I hope it does, but honestly, I don't know. I haven't played it in so long. I go back for HP material, my bad. Onwards. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Then we'll clear out caves. Yeah, we don't have to do full bail before then. But we can at least check this area. Yeah, I'm not doing ruins just for massive attack tickets. It's not worth my time. Goodbye, Mr. Slimes. Hello, lilies. There we go. I'll just leave it as Ziggy. It's fine. There. Got to buy mates, it's fine. The other random person wants to rejoin, they can if they want. Otherwise, I'm sure they're very confused. He hit Shadow Arms. Let's do a last 1C for real this time. Then we might do some extra. We have a 4th player. We might try Demon Railgun, although that quest is going to be annoying. I imagine that's going to take like 35 to 40 minutes. I'm going to set expectations appropriately. It is like seabed, but you have none of the things that speed up seabed. So without a proper setup, it could be kind of tedious. At least we seem to be averaging about 1 PD per massive attack clear. That's not too bad. It's almost competitive with very hard mode. Almost. Yeah, this room's a little different, I guess. Chloe at least unlocks every lily here. At some point I would like another V101. Do I want to purchase one with trade? No. I'd rather find a majority of my items if I'm able to. Gotta save my PDs for other upgrades at this point. Or things that will reduce time I spend cycling through banks. If it takes me 10 PDs, but I eliminate hours of shuffling, that'd be happy. Normal PD refill so bad now that anniversary has ended? Yeah, a little bit. I think that's why you should play very hard mode. It's kind of like playing Anniversary in the sense that you within like 10 minutes, you're probably gonna get PD or a Photon Crystal. Pretty silly, the rates. How did I not hit you with there? Crazy. Unless I canceled it again. I was only half paying attention that time. And there we go. We'll top it off of the HP there. But also hope you've been doing well, Dango. If you did want to hop in at any point, Dango, let me know. Be here for like at least another hour and a half. I gotta go somewhere at 7, but I have to eat real food before then. Hey, there we go. See that? Nice. Look at that incidental value. Well, I think Viridian is a nice run through here. My goal is to play Exert and quests like this to get my remaining V101s. Then going forward, then it's like getting 25, 30 PDs just randomly. Grass ass coming in clutch. Goodbye, Crimson Assassin. Although, I was about to say the Grimace, but it also sounds like I'm saying Grimace, and I'm picturing some kind of weird red-colored Grimace from McDonald's. That's all I'm thinking of now, Chan. I'm sorry. My mind went places on that one. I guess you could split up. If you two want to go the other way, it's fine. You two combined is probably okay. I can clear this room. This room is boring. It's not worth doing with just one person splitting, but 2 people splitting is not too bad. I just gotta play safe, that's all. So I'm just gonna put on my Glide Divine, just to be immune to them. So you might as well increase your PD value. As long as neither of you die, then it should be faster. Get extra PDs. These lilies are kind of awkward anyway. As well as just kill 4 of them with a Roboter or something. I put on the Glide Divine just to ensure that they definitely 100% cannot kill me. Oh, no one died. It's them. Nice. Yeah, the only thing I won't kill is the Nano Dragon on the other side, because I just find that thing annoying to kill. Oh, oops, rip. I still apparently didn't hit Tekkium with Shifta. Even though I walked over to buff Tekkium, unless Tekkium died again or something. Like, wait a minute. I definitely cast Shifta over there. That's such BS. Oh, Newman, Shifta range, what are you? Anyway. I guess if they put down a warp, I'll join them in a moment. I'm almost done. That way I can give them the proper buffs and just help them clear. Nice. There we go. I hit one of you with Shift at that time. I did it. See, now we're all caught up. He's running from it a little bit. And I guess I could slime Duke Bong here. you guys weren't that far behind me. Because I just cleared the other... I probably would have been on this wave. My clear speed is slow outside of Lily. There we go. And obviously with the 4-man, they would have probably beat me in this room. They were not that far off. Photon drop, nice. Out of here, Nano Dragons. Get debuffed and perish in that order. Into the red pipe I go. Time to face tag. Oh, I can't shoot that. No. No. It's not fair. I need gun, but I have no gun. So sad. Oh well, I'll have to kill them the old-fashioned way. How dare they make me do things? Hey, there we go. They've been playing for 2 hours, almost got 2 PDs, that time frame. About right. Started recording about an hour 40 ago, up 2 PDs. The good old 1 hour PD for Ultimate, it's kicking in. Every 3 quests we should see one. That included us waiting around at Charge Arm, too. Just watch him retract, run around in circles. A little happy dance. Oh, no longer happy dance. There we go. Like we're in credit music. Next game soundtrack. I honestly thought that was a Heaven Punisher. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I had to go check. I heard the sound effect as we killed the red Sinnoh. Like, no way. Come on, get out of here. There's no way. I don't believe you. Well, we're on very hard mode pace of PDs. At least we're getting ticket. I think the other good thing is that we're giving up absolute scam-worthy boxes from Falls, because let's be honest, they are big scams compared to Episode 4 boxes. I'm glad we're giving those up for tickets, just so that we get the guaranteed value instead of the absolutely nothing. Like, literally, you know what? In literally hundreds, I don't think I've ever gotten a useful item in here. So I'm like, I'd rather just get a PD after about, I don't know, 10-15 quests worth. That's okay. With that. Love them just instantly exploding. I was gonna say, I think Retract off the Gladius. I didn't even know they could drop higher than 50 because I've never seen it drop for me in Falls. That should tell you about where my expectations are with those boxes. Oh, stay there, stay there. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna go in the fake room. Undefeated Charge Ripper, yeah. Just unlock him a little. Ooh, nice, I got the shock status ailment. Trans Daylight Scar, here you go. Oh, it was Chaos, never mind. Extreme Sadness. Yeah, it's nice that Ubers, like, almost become worth hunting during Anniversary. Like, would I hunt Ubers in Christmas? Not really. I'd rather go for more general value. It's okay to have, like, one Uber in your run, but to make it the sole purpose, like a CCA was, where it was definitely, like, the only reason we do that run is for the Ubers. I don't know if we'll see those kinds of quest designs in the upcoming Anniversary or not. That'll make me kind of sad. Imagine all the people that don't get to play CCA. Or, I guess AA will potentially still be around, but... Definitely one of the best Heaven Punisher runs in the game is just gone now, completely. I don't know if they're gonna adjust the odds at all, or just leave it where it is, like how they nerfed Pink ID into the ground with the drop rates. Yeah. You have to think of it that way, too. Of like, if they adjust the drop table a little bit, I don't know if I would be upset if some of the better hunts are gone. They made it just, like, somewhat more reasonable to attain. Man, the sponge just takes forever. Like, fall asleep and wake up, have a good dream. Yeah, they don't like doing drop table updates. So I don't know if they'll bother at this point. I'm all for more IDs getting like niche use. But I swear, Chad, if at an anniversary green ID, or not green ID, red ID, and red ID and white ID, if they get more runs, I'm gonna be like, come on. Chad, yeah, like give like a RN, give a Gibbles run. You know, that wouldn't make me upset. I would be happy to see Gibble, like hi Gibbles. Have another Sinnoh Spiggle run, have a Gibbles run. It's fine. You can mix it with other things. Maybe those other IDs get values. That's what I would do. We'll see what happens. Yeah, CCA was fun. I was slowly starting to learn to do it correctly after like an hour of solo attempts. And then apparently I was actually really not that far off. I just needed to be slightly further back in the doorway. Helps to know that box blocks the insta-kill. That also was like the final piece of the puzzle. I remember talking about where I'm like, there has to be a way where you could deal with this in solo. Little did I know, the box was there all along. Yeah, now that we have, like, Boranzas, I think this quest is, like, more clear. Kind of like how I think Solo Force is really good for Xrd. And even if people don't list it in, like, high-value PD quests, I still think that's one of the best quests in the game. The RN split, in particular, is so nasty, where you're like, take me anywhere in single player. And I highly recommend that as an RN quest. So we'll probably find some time to go over some section IDs. I guess the other question I had is that, like, going forward, should I put my, like, edited videos on a different channel versus the VOD channel? You think that would be helpful to people? That was one thing I wasn't sure if I wanted to do. I've just been doing on the VOD channel for so long. I technically have another YouTube channel. I just don't use it for anything. Yeah. I can always put them on both. Oh, right, that's right. I did the same mistake as last time, where I start walking away thinking it's done. I'm like, oh, right, we're here for like 2 waves. Get HP material. Just stand over here just so I can debuff this side again. Yep, see, I sort of remember. I'm slowly learning. Oh, Glide Divine made me slow. No. I want to Glide Divine for this wave, or whatever. Ouch. Took that in the face. Debuffs. The Excalibur, these things. I can't believe he slid backwards. Cool. You. Dead. Oh, I got him. I got him. Nice. First one was definitely Frozen Shooter. I love you, Roberta. Do what you need to do, Roberta. You get meleeed. Glide Divine debuff. Full screen. Tired of them. There we go. There we go. Ooh, slightly out of range of the other Razan. That's unfortunate. Look at me go, Chad. I even used Excal on them. Done with them. Yeah, I was like, bring it on, Darkbringer. Get rebarded. I love doing that in Xrd. It's so fun in Xrd. Watch me stand still and regen TP. Might be relevant how much I gained. Yeah. Just gotta find time at some point today or tomorrow to catch up on cataloging and loading the remaining VODs. Yeah, I guess for now I can put stuff in the guide video. I just haven't decided in terms of, like, what would help people the most in the future. Might end up doing a YouTube poll. As I said before, I might end up just uploading in 2 locations. And then one channel just literally references the other channel's guide playlist anyway. I think it's also not a terrible idea. Rip Tekkium's buffs. Fast, maybe I can buff them. Oh, it was so close. It was so close. I can literally see I'm in shifter range. I'm mashing shifter. Shifter debuff. There we go. Oh my gosh, a reasonable pattern? No way. Nice. I haven't managed the rest of the group. Save them some items. Look at me healing. Let's see. Will the boss take a swing at me? Oh, they did. Because we're not 4-player. I'm convinced. Oh, this boss is just insta-dead. Goodbye. Can you imagine going back to, like, the classic PSO drop style and everybody's fighting for 1 red ring? I did see something that was proposed. I don't know if they'll ever code it. It just reminded me of it when I mentioned it just then. They were talking about before about how some of the other games have it so that everybody gets the same set of drops on clears. I think it would be pretty funny if all of us just got like a just Quadra Heaven Punisher. Can you imagine if we had that drop system? Just like insane value, unbeatable. Okay. Let's do at least one more Xrd. I think I'm good for that quest for now. And then, yeah, we'll see if we have a fourth person. Question mark? I'll have another hour or so I want to play, then I'm gonna take a break. There we go, we'll finish 4 cycle ones here. He says, when I played on the previous server, a group got a PGF drop and the J5 player that picked up was known to do that to people constantly. Really soured my experience there. Yeah. That's stuff I don't want to go back to. Just fall over dead in the meantime. Rip me. Nobody wants to join us today. What a shame. Luckily someone was kind enough to get me one, have turned on an intern to help them get someone else to get a PGF. Nice. I too, yeah, I was gonna say, it could be you getting that V101. Oh well. Join if you want, just give me a few minutes. Sure. We'll do at least one more Xrd, and then I want to... Since we have a 4-man party, we will venture once. We will venture once into Demon Railgun. Then I have a feeling it'll never be played again, but, you know, it is what it is. So I think we at least have Demon Gun, Demon Needle, so it shouldn't be completely horrendous. I'll bring in Mr. Freeze. I think you run that on Blue ID. For people looking for Psycho Wand and other things, you will be doing that run in a moment. Although technically almost every run we've done today is a Psycho Wand run. We just haven't seen any mill lilies. Rip. I'm Rockass, my heavy attack is demons, so true. The enemies. Oh, I very slightly adjusted the enemy stat buffs in the upper right. I think I'm going to go through one more set of adjustments for my UI, but it's pretty close to final. Oh, it's actually a real run. I thought for sure we were going to get a reset there, Tiki. I was like, given how it went earlier in the stream, I thought we were going for a good old reset. Well, I mean, I'm going to complete the run at this point. But we'll do at least one more Xrd for Tiki. And as I said before, I want to try Demon Railgun, knowing that it's probably going to take 30 to 40 minutes. Get Bell for later. Now, is this the end of the soundtrack, or did it move to another soundtrack entirely? I wasn't entirely sure. Alternative Saka? I don't think we've ever heard that one before. Huh. Well, unfortunately, we're gonna go to a different game soundtrack altogether. But apparently there's an East soundtrack I've not heard before. We were listening to it there. Yeah, I would recommend using the restroom Tiki. this soundtrack is from Mana Chemia Alchemists of Al something. I can't read the rest of the title. It doesn't help the art was in Japanese, so I also can't see what the title is. It's very upbeat and happy, that's all I'm hearing. Office cannon chances, never a bad thing. Ooh, into the right realm. Nice. Plus, his hope runs are going well. Well, for a while, nothing really happened, but that's kind of like PSO. The whole bunch of nothing happening, and then a lot happens all at once. We got Tekkium a V101. We also saw Charge Arm in the shop. I bought some spares from Tekkium to just give out to new players at some point. In kind of a weird spot, but it's still fun. I flew there. Spamming that Rafoi. 50 hit striker. No. Oh. I don't want to. No, I don't want to go clubbing. Oh. No chorus version, please. Next song. Darn you, soundtrack with the very inopportune moment for lyrics. Can't get me when I'm walking between corridors. Has to be when I'm trying to prep a wave. Jerks. If they ever update the XP tracker to work with negative XP. Assuming it says I'm either at 0 or negative values. Oh, it's kind of working. I know for a long time it kept telling me I was getting negative like 2,000 XP a second. Maybe it sometimes behaves correctly? I don't know. A little longer to clear than I thought. The apply buffs here. I was gonna wait till next room, not at this rate. Killed one sorcerer, immediately got buffed. But I've scaped all, don't worry about it. Oh, I'm good. Okay. Why we picked one up earlier, so I can go berserking. There we go. I think we're gonna do our new doorway strat for this quest. Just gotta refine it. So just one person goes in the middle, they freeze trap whatever they can, then somebody just kills Indie Belra, and then we're fine. You. Kill the claws, make your life easy. So probably the Ramar and I will stay behind in the doorway. We'll let Retract go on a wonderful journey. My goal is to debuff as much as I can. And hopefully once the Indie Belra is dead, the rest should be easy. Then we just gotta leave the doorway once the Belra is dead. We actually got dizzy? That's funny. I didn't think he would spin enough times for that to matter. Oh, I killed him with X-Cal. Nice. That's what he gets, chat. Assert dominance. Can't believe that worked. I thought for sure he was going to charge out of my X-Cal range. Apparently not. Yeah, he buffed everybody. This should just be a free room now. I deserve that. I didn't deserve that one. Why am I getting hit? What is this nonsense of arm attacks that's happening here? Oh, falls time. Rip bonus room. We'll see you again one day, bonus room. Gen TP should be good for the run. You said I already dropped TV 101? Yeah, it did. Pull these, move around, dodge, dodge, dodge. I was gonna say, I want to see Retract do very hard mode at some point. I'll be like, Retract, play resets for like 3 hours, and then tell me how you feel about very hard mode. I feel like your response is gonna be, why do I get so much value? And I'm gonna be like, I know, Retract. You're like, it's not even rare enemy week, and I'm like, I know, Retract. So good. So good. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I have all the Proof of Sword Saints out of the way, so if you want them back, Retract. They're literally just sitting in my share bank right now. So I am super dunzo with them. In case you want to mess around later. All done. Get that debuff going. Walk forward, Gafoe so I don't explode. There we go. Got some restas out. Yeah, we're gonna attempt Lost Demon Railgun. We'll do one more excerpt for Tiggy, though. Well, then we'll hop into it and see how it goes. Probably rested myself. Look at me go. Perfect, I want to see this. Nice. Yeah, we'll do one more. Yeah, Xer trades the tickets for Massive Attack, and some of the Heaven Punisher chances for more Lava's Cannon chances. Not terrible. But also just generally really good bonus room. Bonus room is so good. One day we will see the Xer Red Ring. I'm sure if we play about 300 more times, we'll see it. I'm not gonna restock here. Still got most of it. So one more Xrd, and then I'm assuming Demon Railgun is going to take an eternity. Although, as I said before, I think we at least have some demons, so it's not completely terrible. Let's see. Lobby. We'll do Purple ID second, and we'll get a lot of value. Inventory. Oh, Tikky's yellow second. Rip. Yeah, we're ID swapping. You can stay here for now. Just eventually we'll... Okay. Let's wait on Tekkium. There we go. Tekkium's in. But, just in case we see a Mill Lily, we'll do it for Tiggy. Potentially free Cycle 1 value while playing. so we'll do one of these, and then I'll switch over to Blue ID for episode 2. See how terrible this quest is. I mean, surely it's not as terrible as Simulator 2.0, right? It can't possibly be that bad, right? I hope it's not. Oh man, for all the people that dodged the bullet on Simulator 2.0, ooh, that quest was something. I feel sad that that technically has a very fast hunt for Darkbringer with how awful that quest is. Between like the constant free spam traps and then the oops, like 18 Darkbringers in one room. Yes. Something. I think I locked them out for the most part here at least. One chances. Got the reset, but is it a mill lily? I just want to see on stream my confirmation. Two. Let's fall over dead doing these resets. Hopefully it shouldn't take more than like 10 minutes to get into a real run. Let's see though. I still think this quest is really amazing on RNID because it doesn't really matter where you go. There's a ton of hard of Ubers, potentially XCal level value kind of across multiple areas. Being able to just get like an 80 PD drop, a 90 PD drop, just randomly walking around is kind of funny. Nice. Be getting their value for logging in today. Love to see it. Yeah, I just don't feel like doing war limits today. I would have shown it off normally, but oh, there we go. I just didn't feel like doing the walk. I do recommend that quest for playing hunters, though. If you're looking for a relatively easy quest for Hunaworld. That quest is actually good. Look at that, I managed to defend the group. Lilies. Speed. Grants the Nano Dragon. Or Nano Dragon. Oh, I got hit random. Very important. Nice, we got the route. I feel like this route even has more enemies than the other side, too. It's the time for them to remove Ephinea Temple. So true. Oh, gonna make a run for it. Luck chat. There we go. I wanted to do. See that? Now they're both gonna face me. Easy kills for the team. But what about my Vivian? Oh yeah, you only have Halloween now, Tiggy. Rest in peace. We can't do the purple ID stuff either. So Halloween quests generally discourage swapping. Oh, I'm so done, aren't I? Oh, you know what? I didn't die. I'm happy about that. Somebody gave the finger. I was like, it's gonna end very badly for me. That is so unfortunate. I must have taken just one step too much. If I just held still, I would have been fine there. I want that guy to hit me. Come on, hit me with the claws. Do it, do it, do it. Yeah, there we go. Give me more weapon chances. Cool. Alright, chat. You've only made me stronger. Oh, I'm so done. Got whacked. It all. Now I could go for crazy. Alright, so we'll have probably Tiggy and Retract stick together in the middle. And I think we'll have Tekkium and I deal with the Indie Belra. Because we're behind it, it has to turn to face us, which means they're not getting any Belra. So we remove like a very annoying inconsistency that normally happens when we play this quest. Oh, split on me, split on me. Oh, so close. It's like, that's all I want him to do, chat. Listen, that's my version of weapon checks. Just hope he splits so I get 4 box chances eventually. Yeah, I think our combo there is pretty strong. He's a little behind. That's fine. I start taking a side. I'm gonna move away from the other side. I like this side more. Debuffs in. Debuff all the auras. Nice. That's okay. The other guy ran into me, but I like how he didn't even bother fighting me. Just kind of walked quickly out of the attack range of me. I see how it is. Oh, red ring attempt again. I'm gonna reshift it. This fight is not gonna take 4 minutes. Oh, my glide divine as I wait though. There's a big old open area over here. I'm definitely here. Yes, one. I don't like how he turned sharply to hit me there. Yeah. To avoid other players. I'm in kind of a weird spot where I am normally. That is the downside of revives. Wow, I am shocked that didn't hit me there. Right, chat, the graphic definitely hit me, but they did not hit me. So that's fine. We'll take those. keeping it close, as it were. Always get one shot by 4 to 5. Eh. I was gonna say, the trick is to move more. You're getting greedy with the shots. If you're wondering how you die, listen, if I can dodge with Gafoi, you could dodge with any gun in the game. You can even Cannon Rouge this fight. I'm still convinced you could do it without getting hit. Just gotta believe. I only got hit once that whole time. But it's all about finding the gap, because sometimes there's just bad patterns, but you have to recognize it's a bad pattern. Somebody pulls something where it isn't normally. It's like the edges are where it's safest, because the edges don't move. It's the stuff in the middle that could be a problem. The closer you are to an edge, the better it is, even if it cuts off some escape routes. Pulse is being a big meanie. There we go. This boss is about to get deleted by the group. Yeah, if Demon Railgun isn't completely atrocious, we might do one final wrap-up quest, but that's an if. Oh, this boss just got dumpstered. Goodbye, boss. And we kill falls a fair amount of times on the off week, is where pretty much I would like to do falls, is just in between. Again, I think people would enjoy not having to do TTF, but doing other quests. Where, again, we get things like V101 that are not in the normal routes. I feel like we're more likely to see those than we are a red ring, so might as well just play it that way. On everything, get out of here. These boxes are just so bad. Every time, chat, the boxes are just... it's terrible. Well, I have more tickets to hand in later. Not gonna worry about that now. Oh, right, never mind. I'm playing 1C I'm talking about. Okay, so let's see how bad this is, chat. So we know Hell is resisted by most things, except for Morphos. Look it up real quick. I don't want to be misinforming so early in the quest. Alright, so there are a lot of squids. The Dolems and Sinnohs are the things that resist, so all the normal boxes, Rico units, Morphos, Deldeps are still technically affected. There are a hilarious amount of squid in this quest. Like 83 squid, wow. There are 25 Del Beaters, which is like the worst, honestly. If you're looking for if this quest isn't completely terrible, it's not a bad way to get it as you go through. That's a decent amount of Sinnohs as well. Anyway. This one I would be more open to exploring ID-wise. If it's a terrible quest, I'm not going to think too hard about what the optimal ID is. I just know blue is generally preferred in Seabed. And in areas that don't go to Olga Flow, some people go for the desperate Heaven Striker there. Otherwise, not really going to think too hard about it. Viridian, I think, would be okay. I know it also gets value here. Okay, let me go grab a V unit. Probably shouldn't wield limiter here. Something tells me. Right, chat, probably for the best to not use. IO retracts. Sword Saint, if I remember correctly. I'll leave the floor for retract and a nice little happy pile. I just hold Commander Blade for the group. I'm kind of tempted to do that over everything else. I don't know where my hit percentage slicer is. It must be on purple ID character. I've not seen it since it switched over. Even this one's better than the one that's in the shop, or the share bank, I mean. So I'll try to Commander Blade for the group. I think that'll be more useful than me doing niche usage of other things. B101. What else I should wear? God, technique. Oh, do I have a spare smart link actually? That would be more useful. Thought I had it on already. Do I really not have another smart link? Oh man, chat, you do solo runs during anniversary. You get exactly one smart link spare. Rip like 30 hours of solo play. So painful. Sorry about that, chat. I'll pop it over. If I want to have any chance of landing anything, I need smart link. Accuracy isn't 100% cap, but 178 is okay. I think my normal cap is like 180. Have to use those? I think so, unironically. Listen, I tried to hunt them legitimately. I did so many zoos, both as a rare Pazuzu drop and normal zoo drop, and I got nothing. So I'm tired of not getting anything. Lost Demon, Railgun. Welcome, Draken. Let's see how awful this is. I'm sure this will be an experience. I almost thought that was the exit to the quest. Okay, so recommendations. We have at least one person with demons. Check. I'm gonna bring in Commander Blade to make their life very easy. Check. We still need Hell for Morphos, so I wouldn't remove at least single target for some of these. But this enemy, for example, is not hellable in the normal sense. Or at least they shouldn't be. I still test to see what it says, if they quote-unquote resist it or not. Hope you're doing well, Draken. This character briefly leaving the very hard mode to, I guess, level. Like, that could get held. These guys can get held as well. Again, I'm holding Commander Blade so they can just... Still vanish immediately. I'm holding Commander Blade to help them land their combos, since they have to hit stuff they can't normally hit consistently. Minnows should also be immune. Yeah, they're dying nearly instantly. Did this, but I don't know. We're probably missed a bunch of spawns. Maybe. I definitely don't know the layout to this quest, so apologies if I take the team in a place that's not required. Like, I think I've played this once. There we go. I'm gonna melee just for you with Commander Blade. That one's for you, chat. Me. There we go. There's my Megat. I know not everything is meatable. We double checked that. Morphos should be one of them. Or the Rico boxes. There we go. There we go, chat. I'm going in. Look at me go. I don't know if there's a map for the quest or not. Oh, there is. Oh. At least there's a map. Somebody added this. Oh, I don't know how to read this map. It's like... I could try to put this up here so we could see it better. Oh, is there really poison runes in this quest, really? I guess it's just for items, what we're doing here. Okay, what is our intended oh, hello, random spawns. Why, hello there, Sinnoh that spawned that wasn't here before. There you go, I'm going in with Tiggy. Look at me go. Oh, yet another spawn, hello. I guess the side areas have spawns. It's not the worst thing ever if we detour. Although every room being a poison room is kind of brutal. So we'll climb back up. It looks like there... I don't know what B is on this map. There's no guide to what some of the letters are here. We're coming up to kind of a elongated room. We could go down a floor. Oh, walked into that. Hello there. See where it goes from there. Hi PSO episode 3 today. I was so confused. Why? It's a card game. I'm gonna go to the bonus room. Chat could go the other way. This should just be item. But I want to see if this triggers any spawns. It does trigger spawns. Okay. See, we are learning. We're learning. The bonus areas equal more things to kill, which is okay. Okay, so there's something called B. I want to see what B means at the bottom of this map. Oh, maybe it's a warp. Oh, maybe this is the required route. Oh, maybe. Then there's a whole upper half of the map that we don't have to go to, which is kind of hilarious. I don't know. It's up to you, chat. Do you want to see what the upper half of the map is? Because I think this just takes us to the end. We get this. Which is not bad. Like, if this is all the upper part is, we have, like, what, 6 rooms to go to before we go to the next area? There we go. That one's for Dango. Just randomly getting Delbeatered in the face. That's a classic moment of episode 2. Also, I think we lost Retract. I think Retract has gone into some other dimension. For Retract. I'll put down a pity telepipe. Just in case you want to come back at some point. Or Yun Changs. But this should be progress. Should be a warp, I think, according to this. Oh. Was B for laser? Hopefully this is not just for the bonus item. Why would you call that B? Oh, map terminology. Whatever. There was a room many rooms from now. I will point out what room that I guess unlocked, question mark, and is not the warp for some reason. Anyway, go back up. I'm gonna go right into a bonus room. North is progress then, because we don't have any other path. So what happens if I enter this room? Oh, you get dealt depth. Okay. We can kind of get a sense of where some enemies are. So if we want to kill Dolems, like if we're an ID that cares about that, it looks like you have to go to the areas. I'm just looking to see where, like, Morphos are. You have a pipe up north. Oh, okay. Yeah, we could have taken it. But it's okay. We're exploring. We're recording the footage of what was here, sort of. So fortunately, after we're done with this long hallway, there's not too much more to it. We're basically in the northeast corner. Our goal is to be in the southwest. Up Retract when Retract gets in here. Like, if people, I could see people trying to do their Morphos run, aka Draken, potentially coming in here. See if they could get Yun Chang on random things. Yeah. So far, difficulty-wise, it's actually okay. There hasn't been, like, dozens of golems. For better or for worse. Yeah, like, XP is fine. There you go, I'm helping with Commander Blade. I did it. So there's something labeled T1 above us, and presumably it is just a way to get into the upper path, question mark? So we're gonna figure out what does T1 mean here. Oh, so it is a warp. Makes sense. So T1 is a warp. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to the south because that's the next letter. It lets me. Doesn't let me. I'll let team continue onwards. I'm curious about this. So what's this way? Is it just another item room? I'll let Chad just show the spawns in the upper right near the mini-map as we fall. Let's find out. Because, I mean, if it's a Del Beater, we should probably kill it. But if we don't see a Del Beater, I don't have to take routes. Okay, so now I'm on the other side of the wall that for some reason exists and doesn't let you bypass it. They put an R for healing circle? What are these map keys? Chat, my brain hurts. Just send me a telefight, my brain actually hurts. They put R for healing circle, not H. my brain can't handle it. I don't know what it is I'm witnessing. Recovery, I guess. Good, I took the wrong telepipe. E is for laser bewitch, R for healing ring. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like you should probably use a different color or letter for it. Like, why make it white the same color as the other warps? I have so many questions about this map. Well, anyway, fortunately, there's not really many turns for the team to do. Like, there's a room in front of me, which is a bonus room. Team can turn left if they want. Just curious, what is in the bonus room? Boxes? Any ambushes? Or Del Defs, if people want Del Defs. That's more relevant for, like, Pink ID. If you're, like, Pink ID P501s, you could go in this room. Oh, more spawns, okay. Laser Bewitch for the laser defense. The bee in a different color than the other bee gets to me though. The actual room design looks accurate, minus saying, I guess it's a one-way. I guess it's technically still right. Yeah, the letters are some fantastical nonsense I don't understand. Like, I feel like you should distinguish between warps, switches, and other things. If you want to put, like, a 1A or 1B or something, or, like, one-way warps or something weird. S for switch, maybe? So we're almost done with the upper portion. So straight ahead is going to be another bonus room. I'm going to check the bonus room, see what it spawns. Looks like most of this stuff is not required. I'm just curious if there will ever be Del Beaters in these rooms. I'm going to step in here, see what happens. Do I get punished? No. Oh, there's the random Del Beater. Okay, so they did put one in one of these rooms. Poor Tiggy. I think he's just trying to live their best life, and then Del Beater says, sup, murders us randomly. Poor Tiggy. It has to be a fence for the boxes then. Right, like, you can open up the Ephinea map. You can be just as confused as I am. I'm like, what? So I guess they use numbers for warp. So T1 is a warp, which, why? Maybe T for teleport. That's probably what the T is for. That's fair. T kind of makes sense. I still don't understand the B. It's not a button, which would have made sense. It's a boat warp. We're hitting the fence. Barrier? Oh, maybe. We have to bring some logic into the lettering here. R is for ring, I guess. Need a cartographer, baby. Okay. This one conveniently just says end. That one makes sense. We don't have to think about that one at all. And for seabed lower. Oh, what is this map? Oh no. Okay. So straight in front of us is another B. So is this another barrier? No, this is a... Okay. But the other... I guess they made the barrier... Even though the other one's not a button? I guess. I feel like we're stretching the use of the B here on this map. But anyway, looks like there's a lot of warping we'll be doing. I can see it's already up to T3, so there's 3 warp sets in this area. It's for the poison room. It's actually for bison dollars. If I see the resist, is somebody selling them? Oh, they took away my commander blade. How rude of them. Alright, so south of us is a warp, which we can't take, so I'm not really going to worry about that. Instead, we're going to go into this other long room to get to the warp. And it's going to put us somewhere in the middle of the map, which is awkward. Our destination is the northeast, but the only way to get there is through passing through each of the warps. I am shocked that did not hit me. I am flabbergasted I did not get crushed by that Del Beater. So again, like if you want to do Del Beater runs, I don't know if this is even necessarily better than just doing free bed. But at least it gives you more XP, I guess. Question mark. Look like my 0% chance to hit these attacks. Yeah, 1 in 7,000 is not too bad. It's like a somewhat reasonable rate as you play through. It's just a shame that there's not many of them in the quest. Ouch. Up the Del Beater there. I was going back for a spare. Not quite. Missed the other pins. Okay. Well, that seems to be getting a decent amount of photon drops, so maybe the drop rate up is working. Oh, 4 boxes? Oh, there's 4 weapon boxes there every time. That's actually not too bad at all. Okay. So, again, I don't really think there's pretty much any turns for us to take here. Oh no, there's more bees. I don't know what all the bees do. Chad has found the other R of the quest. I guess it's not completely awful for resetting traps. 3 unchang chances while we're here. Pop some boxes. Popped in the face. There's not too much to think about here. We go up the door to the north. Oh, wait, no, we can't do that. Wait, how do you get there? Oh, there's a warp that's gonna take it there. Oh, so we're quite a ways away. Even though we saw the healing ring, we actually have a lot of rooms before we get there, by the way. It looks like at least 3. This is one of them. I was thinking it'd just be a nice little hallway jaunt, but it isn't. Well, we're averaging 1 PD an hour, so we're doing classic ultimate rates at the moment. Nicely done. Can you imagine if this actually killed? Random me gets to the face. I feel like I'm just gonna get Delbeatered. Wow, I didn't get Delbeatered. That shocks me more than anything else in this quest. I just didn't get Delbeatered randomly. Doing some damage here at least. Better than me trying to use text on most of the stuff. Oh, there's the Delbeater. Just off by a wave. Silly me. Splat. More photon drops. Nice. I'm curious what the down path is. It leads to a B, which I don't know if we need, or if this is just a B to get to another B. Well, we'll take the other B. So we're going to a purple B right now. The other path leads to the exit. Okay. Is there a point to us? I saw what we opened, but okay, so that just... So there's another... Oh, it opens up... Does it open up something at the beginning of the area? No. Question mark. Wait. I don't know what this B is for. Oh, well, maybe? I'm gonna ignore the Dolandarils. It's also confusing because they use more than one B and they're not color coordinated. So there's 3 Bs on this map, by the way, chat. So thanks. Thanks, definitely not confusing usage of keys. Couldn't they have made this like Aqua or something? I feel like there's other things you could have done. Call them like, call your warps like 1A and your switches start with letters, maybe? Just saying, I feel like with just letters and numbers, you can find a way. Just get a Delbeater Zell there, nice. So, our destination is to go south from this room. Yunchang, 1 in 400, that's not too bad. That made Draken happy. Okay, in my defense, my Gafoe was out, it just didn't matter. There we go. It just hit me. Oh, Sinnoh. Just kidding, I just felt like the psychic force of Delbeater and deleted me. Secure feeder used in certain crafts. We're almost at our destination. So maybe this opens up a room much later on? That I'm not sure how we even get to. Oh, I think I see what this would have opened. I think I understand, but I didn't think a switch was allowed to open more than one laser gate, unless they just forgot to put a color there. So before I step on this switch, I'm going to hit the other switch. Oh, hello, Dolems. We're just on a magical journey of choice. Another Delbeater, what? What are these spawn delays? Stop it. Oh man, okay, well we'll take the warp. Now we're at the healing ring. Our goal is to go to the northwest. And then since we've hit all the switches, it looks like that opens up. Oh, maybe that's the, maybe that switch was to go to the room that's normally in the big, annoying area with the underwater path that's near the Ogaflow path normally. Yeah, maybe this is leading us to, like, the Ogaflow room. I don't know what that room is called. Yeah, so if we're kind of overlooking the underwater area, normally it's like one of the big final rooms in the quest. And now I think I understand what that did. But again, like, they used the same colors for buttons, which makes it very confusing, question mark? I don't know. Guess I'll refoe them to slow them down a little. Hello, Morphos. Oh, my target already done. So I think we're coming up to the normal room that would normally take us to Ogaflow. think I'm understanding a little bit here. I am not going to bother dodging in this room. Sorry, team. I don't think it's worth our time waiting for these laser gates. We're just going to keep moving. Yeah, this room. Okay, and now I think... Okay, so that switch we hit, I think, means that when we defeat this room, we could get the treasures that are beyond. But then I don't know what the other B was, unless there was another laser gate in the final item room, which would be very rude if that's what they did. Just like to point out, extremely rude. There you go, chat. My next sphere item is definitely going to be Commander Blade. So I can optimize my damage while holding Commander Blade. There you go, chat. Definitely not a meme. Commander Blade is real. Hey, nice Yunchang. When he hit untacked? Not bad. This quest is so Looney Tunes. I mean, so far it's not taking an eternity. It's taking like 20 minutes so far. We still have to fight Ogoflow, but we also did like every side room. It's like kind of our fault. Like we could easily have trimmed like a few minutes from this by just not going to the bonus room. There's only a couple that seem to spawn a Del Beater, one being at the one switch room, and the other being one box on the upper floor. Otherwise, everything else is kind of skippable. I actually killed a Del Death with ATP. Feel proud. Laid that thing out of existence. Okay, so there should be the hidden... Another Del Beater. There should be another hidden door that opens up now. So we hit the switch before, so that should let us go through here. So let's find out, chat. What is this final B? Question mark. Are there enemies in here? There are enemies in here. Okay. Makes it a bit more worthwhile to come over here. Yeah, you use me, kid. Deal with it, game. Now I'm failing me, kid. No one look. Embarrassing. Sinnohs on the way up. A lot of Sinnohs. Okay. Hop off the team's HP. Up. Did all that for a button in order to go in the final room. So what did they dare put in this room that we had to hit all these things to get to? What is in here? Is it like 50 bajillion boxes? A decent amount of boxes. And there's another button. I'll take the escape doll. I don't know what this button did. Okay, to be honest with you, I don't know what that button was for. I don't see anything between us and the boss. Unless it just spawns enemies on the way back or something. It's possible. Oh, is the Del Beater in this room? Okay, where is the Del Beater? What a wacky world we live in, chat. I guess that was just to spawn another Del Beater. Wherever the other Sinnoh is. Oh, there it is. Just saw it leap it retract. So now we can officially finally start going to the south. AKA the room that is normally bait for me every time I look for items. I'm gonna go to the bonus room. Onwards. What's in the bonus room? Single box. With no items in it. Great bait room. A double Del Death? I don't think so. No, thank you, chat. No, thank you. I'm walking out of that bonus room. Sol, rejected. Return to sender. Don't want it. The dye fluids is well. Top off everybody's HP. Buff the Del Deaths as best we can. Normal, normal, normal these things, because there's no way we're hitting them any other way. So I guess the room or the switch we hit at the beginning is to stop us from being here, maybe? This Pandora's box better put Ephinea on the map to be sure. There we go. There we go. Melee it down. It looks like at this rate I could probably do one more exert or something after this. Maybe we'll just do a MA1C. Yeah, let's do a MA1C after this, and that'll be the final run of the stream. So it's okay. Like, nothing has been like super egregious. I'm not dealing with like unkillable Mega traps. Some of the Del Beater spawns are kind of annoying, but they're not like... It's far from the worst we've seen with Del Beaters. Followed by, I'm looking at you, Penumbral Surge 5. You know what you did with those Del Beaters and how unfun they were. But yeah, at this point, we basically just walk to the exit. There's only one other turn for a bonus room, and I'll be making a right into that room at some point. We also build up so much meter that in theory we could Mag Blast buff ourselves still. I will drop a crappy dagger so you can... Oh, I think that might be Katie home. I think got the parasitic G. You know, like I should be here. That was such a good instinct. Did you feel that instinct, chat? Like, I didn't use it up until that point. I'm like, I don't trust episode 2 anymore. These quests are such BS. Unfortunately, I think I hit the Del Defs, but it is. To be fair, there were also Del Beaters. To be fair. Oh, apparently the Del Beater was upstairs. How annoying. I'll do my best to start debuffing, make them a bit more tolerable to kill. So yep, I'm gonna make a right, team can go left, and then from there it's basically just straight to the boss. There's like one more room left. So it didn't take till 5:30, so it could have been worse, is what I'm saying. We still took about a half hour to clear, which is about expectations for a blind playthrough of 2 seabed areas. Seabed just takes way too long in general. Is that another Del Beater that spawned? Wait a minute, hold on. They're going in that bonus room, spawn 2 Del Beaters? Huh. Okay, well that's definitely worth going back for. Oh. Iggy and I doing our best to survive as to get punched. There we go, I meleeed them down. Let's go. Ooh, look at the ATP down as Bo Newman chat. So you know we're in serious business territory. Look at it go. Yeah, there we go. Assert dominance is Bo Newman. Get out of here. I'm not even using Red Ring. It's the power of the Commander Blade chat. Just melee them out of existence. Anyway, I think they cleared the other door, so now we should just have a straight walk to Overflow. Oh, there's one more thing to clear. We'll catch up to them. I think they're just in this hallway. So yeah, that bonus room was definitely worth doing on Blue ID. 2 Del Beaters is like, you have to take it for 2 Del Beaters. There's no reason to skip those if you're playing Blue ID. If you're playing other IDs, maybe. I'm only at 86 though. Need to break your heart, chat. I can't do the fool. Pause and restart the music. Managed to donate, we're good. Get buff. Goodbye, enemies. Oh, this boss fight is about to end real quick. I'll keep Commander Blade held so you can just have him striker this thing out of existence. Have fun. Did they do anything to make Ogoflow more annoying that I should be aware of? Charge Berserk do not function against Ogoflow. Oh, what? Giant still works, though. Oh, that's kind of BS. That's kind of annoying. Oh, they really did just take all the fun out of Ogoflow. Whatever. Guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think that alone would make me not want to do the quest. It wasn't the enemies, it's not being able to Vulcan Ogoflow. It's actually kind of annoying. Yeah. Now this is gonna take a while even with buffs. That is so disappointing. Yeah, we have to do like normal damage? Whatever. Well, I'm glad we shifted D-banded to 67, because without Vulcans on the final hit, it's gonna be kind of rough. I guess team will have to like normal heavy or whatever. But I'll still hold Commander Blade just for you. Yeah, I don't think I was really bothered by the Dolems not being hellable. The Sinnohs, it was a little bit annoying, but not like the end of the world. Oh, team hit it early? Team, what are you doing? Hello? Ah, I'm running. Team actually hard trolling. Oh no. Tiggy, no. How could you? Oh no. Oh man, that killed 2 people instantly. Well, I guess I'm gonna play the game of stay away from the boss. So if I survive, nobody will pass out. Rip. Tiggy's like shifted D-band denied. Tiggy's been infested by Dark Falls. It's all over. You've been betrayed. It's okay, Tiggy. Gotta head out now, so there won't be in the last run. No worries, retract. Thanks for sticking around for a bit. I almost leveled. It would be very funny if Tiggy got the parasitic gene flow. Then we know what the deal was. Like, first time I've ever fought Ogoflow. Oh, I'll get wrecked. Oh, there's my level up. Nice. I still got the level up. Oh, it gives you chests at the end. That's nice. Well, I'm gonna open the chests. Surely they're not as garbage as false boxes. Okay, hit the 4 weapons. Those are armor. I like how you have to get like pretty close to the edge to spawn them unless you have like certain visual settings on. Yeah, like I couldn't even see these even though I was here earlier. There are a lot of weapon boxes here, so that automatically makes it way better than false boxes. But we check like 10 weapons. Not too bad. Poor spawn distance, though. The quest was okay, but again, it's just kind of one of those issues where 50 to charge caliber? Oh no. I mean, it's technically usable as it is. Technically. Guess we'll report what we found to the other person. Get your reward! Now I have more TP for unsealing. That's fun. See, if I get 3 more levels of stats, I'm gonna be in such a good place. Hold my limiter and my lame at the same time more easily. I'm gonna switch back to Viridian, and this will be our last run. I gotta go make myself dinner, figure things out. Yes, there were a pretty good amount of weapons in the Falls route. I just don't know if it was worth some of the hassle, unfortunately. Well, final run. Guess I could put it into the no hunt skippable territory. I think there's anything you would hunt in this that would be realistic. Oh, it might have to make its own category. Whoop. No hunts. Here we go. It's not like a disaster quest, but yeah, Oakenflow taking a longer, plus all those other things. RBR, like, barely makes it playable. I don't know. I guess if people are really bored of the normal runs, it's okay. Thank you for playing with us, Retract. Sorry that the first ever Oakenflow involved you getting immediately laser countered. Rip Retract. That's something you'll have to practice a lot for challenge mode, though. I really recommend you spend a couple hours minimum learning the patterns on normal mode. Big Bertha is here. Welcome, Draken. I'm learning. Slowly associating names to players. Oh, you forgot you fought him in challenge mode? Well, that works. Wait for Tiggy. We're good to go. I went up about 3 PDs for 3 hours. Sense. Seabad has a very slow kill rate, so the fact that I'm even remotely close to that is kind of good. Oh no, Chad. I'm so sorry. Chad, I did it again. Chad, we need to issue another formal apology. I confuse YouTube again. People are asking me, quote, why can I not select the event quests? So sorry, Chad. I did it again. I'm baiting people in YouTube because I'm uploading the beginning of the anniversary quest. Yes, this is not the best time to play. Don't know who that's in commented. But anyway, I baited people. I mean, to be fair, I say I streamed it like a month ago. I definitely said it was back in August for some of it. I'll never be able to play again, lol. Yeah, pretty much. And, like, in my defense, I did put up at the beginning of the event, you know, these are the quests to play, so it's not entirely my fault. I did actually genuinely put a how to play the anniversary quest thing in the first 4 days. That one I uploaded separately. I recall doing that on the first week of the event. I mean, I should probably respond to those people, but I baited people again. The bait is real, chat. They're gonna get real upset when they see me getting Heaven Punisher later. They're like, how is he playing new Big Quest? Oh! Table flip. Just all over. It's perma-tilt. You'll see people getting dress plates. It's all over. Oh. Should probably put on Resist Devil. Alright, so the 3 of them will stick together. I'm gonna go into we'll call it the Happy Lily room, while they try to farm PD value for genuine kills from the other enemies. Oh, that's cute. That's not gonna kill me. I'm at 3 Seals Faux Newman. I'm not dying to anything in this room. Let's try though. So sorry, chat. We gotta issue a formal community comment where it's like, the event is over. It's just a backlog. I played PSO for so many days and bonus days. There were times we did like 7 hours of PSO. Gotta timestamp it? What do you mean? Oh, the Heaven Punisher? Oh, I have no idea. I'm not gonna rewatch all my videos. I skim through, I look who played, I update that. I write some quest names down, but I'm not watching the whole video. I lived it. I don't need to live it again. I'd have to look at what day it was clipped. That would tell me at least what video if I really wanted to. If somebody ended up timestamping it in the comments, I could probably timestamp it in the video, but otherwise I'm not putting in that extra work, sorry. I only do that for guides, where I want to make sure people can jump to what they need to. Uh-oh, I see Kraken using Yun Chang. Power of Big Bertha is real. I was gonna say, maybe when they're trying to decide where to put Last Swan, just put it in Spaceship. Just make every ID get it, so it doesn't matter what ID you played on. Just oops all Last Swan. Rip Big Bertha. I'm gonna go solo to the south. Team will stick together. I'll put on a Glide Divine just in case. By the time I'm done with this, they'll probably be. I almost found the perfect spot to hit off. Yogi, Holy Ray, and Green Brands. I love that, like, Green ID has Holy Ray already on an easier to farm enemy, and I find it really funny whenever I go back and look at the drop charts. Do you want to know where else you could get Holy Ray, chat? Do you know what I'm talking about for Green ID? There's a really stupid run you could do for it, and it doesn't involve episode 1. When you're truly bored, chat, Green ID, Dorfon Eclair, for no reason. Fairy Heartboat gets it. I'm just saying, like, it's huntable on an enemy already. Yeah, it's there. I guess I'll clear these. Yeah, it's just there. I don't know why it's there. And just every now and then, I'm like, oh, right, that's a thing for some reason. Okay, at least I could free. I'll free some for chat. I can't tell if chat's in front of me or not. I'm assuming they are. Really? Yeah, at least Sparta goes across. I wasn't sure. The enemy's kind of far. Yeah, now they're definitely in the room that I should go to. See if a telepipe is down. If not, fine. Not a big deal. So you're very Green Dwarf on hunting for best value this year? I mean, Cat wants it, it's there. Whoa, what happened to buffs just popping off? There we go. Rest in peace, the buffs. Came back more or less in time. I did the full clear also just for chat. Nice. There we go. Just tagging the Rex. Old habit. I mean, if they don't really nerf the rate that coal is dropped, nothing really stops you from just playing normal hard mode or very hard mode during Christmas. The only thing that is impacted is the gift quality, for example. But it's like that for Easter as well, where you could just play very hard mode all Easter if you really wanted to. I'm not going to lie, if they don't start introducing new quests, expect a lot of ultimate mode runs and or very hard mode runs for Easter. I do not expect to be going for anything of interest or in terms of drops, other than easy clears for a lot of eggs. You could maybe convince me to do some massive attacks if you really wanted to, but it would have to be a very extremely high enemy density kind of run. Yeah, I was trying to determine if there were like other IDs worth running for very hard. The answer is like, kinda? I think Your Fauna Claire, for example, has a 1 in 9 chance of getting Heart of Disco Liberator. I don't know how much that sells for, but for people that are curious about trade value, try to put that in there. The downside is I think a lot of the IDs that don't get Ignition Cloak also don't usually have anything else of interest to kind of compensate. Like RNID, for example, gets Ignition Cloak. Blue ID does. A couple IDs do on very hard mode. So it's not just Blue ID specific. But the problem is, like, if you get it on like a purple ID, there's kind of just nothing else to hunt unless you're playing Blue ID. Or there'll be like some interesting heart of items, but then there's like absolutely nothing of value on the surface, which is a bit disappointing. Blue ID just seems like the most consistent value overall. So yeah, kind of interesting being able to do these quests for Heaven Punisher off chances. I'm gonna go in my punishment room, chat. I'll be right back. Hold on, I'm going in timeout. That was bad. Oh, team actually followed me in the timeout room. Rip. The only thing you gotta learn about this quest is if you see me leave you, I should probably do the goodbye. But unfortunately, my default is the enemy is strong. It's because the previous comments there. I can't menu my emotes quick enough. I gotta practice. Yeah, when we get to the Falls room, I'm gonna go in my little timeout box. Oh, you could stick in the main room. Yeah, retract. I don't even know how else to describe to you the sheer amount of dumb value you can get by playing very hard mode. I mean, if I sold all the ignition cloaks I got, retract, I would be at over 90 PPs. Not including unsealing, not including PD drops, not including photon crystals, just the ignition cloaks from about 30 hours of gameplay. Kinda wild. 1 in 16 is really not that hard to hit when you see like 40 plus Del Rappies. So good. Something has to be changed to get more value from very hard than ultimate. I mean, like, the only thing ultimate has going for it is you can get high hit percentage main weapons. If you're just looking for PD value or even generally useful items, I actually don't think it's ultimate for the most part. Like, people are complaining about remove black paper deal, but I'm like, do you know how much value I would get if I converted all my photon crystals into Master Ravens and Last Swans? Smart Link, Centurion abilities, just by playing very hard mode. Do you know how many PDs I'd probably be up at this point? Insane. Insane number, chat. The hypothetical ceiling on how much value those PCs could be, because I got 80 in like 30 hours of gameplay. You can also try to factor that in of how insane that is in terms of rates. It's just one of those things where I just don't see the point of doing ultimate unless we're going for something you can only specifically get in ultimate. And it's even to the point where I'm like, I might just buy a red ring. I don't care what its stats are. I'm just using it for the accuracy bonus. Right? It's like, what, 40, 60 PDs? So I just unseal for like 10 hours and get a red ring? I would love getting a red ring for 10 hours of gameplay. I'm sure most of chat would too. I'm like, I will take that deal all day long for some of the old stuff in Ultimate. Just, it's not worth the time, sadly. Yeah. Got 50 hit holy rate, auctioned it for 300, bought like 150 PCs. Yeah. We're gonna get red ring during Valentine's. Oh no. The infamous Valentine's Day video. Let it forever be remembered as the worst value of all time. I think that was the worst hour in the stream. Worst value in any event. Most disappointing TTF runs we've ever seen. They were so bad. I wouldn't mind doing like an excerpt during Valentine's. But it would be more like, I would do a quest like this more for the alt items than I would be for Red Ring. I think that's where it's a bit more tolerable. War mode is actually more PD efficient since the drop pool is smaller and Master Raven is the big normal, which is easier to run. Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately though, in practice, I've used about like 50 PD, or 60 PCs, and only gotten one Master Raven. Oh, 2 total. I have like 4 last swans, which is fine, but it's not the gun I was looking for. It just makes me sad every time. I almost went north, and I'm like, no, it's definitely south. Definitely south first. Not gonna bait myself this time. Welcome, Light Dragon. Hope you're doing well. You're witnessing the final run. I gotta go get food. Yeah, I didn't have great luck with it. I've gotten a... Weirdly, most of my Centurion abilities that I own, chat, not from BPD. It was just from being bored, like Viridian ID. So, funny enough. Okay, I'm going in my timeout room. You can all stay up there. Hold on. Streamer's been bad. I gotta go sit in the corner. Chair's gonna face the corner, so I'm not allowed to look at anything. Good Big Bird though. Not look free from work. Nice. Sorry that you're feeling very tired though, like Dragon. Oh right. I was about to walk to the next area and I'm like, no I'm not. No I'm not. I gotta stay here for like 2 more. Nice try though. Look at me, I'm helping. And I think I have to kill claws, so I'm just gonna zap them. I can start walking over here, but I'll get hit by Darkbringer. Oh, the double freeze! Oh, come on, that was sick. That was sick. Oh, couldn't kill him in time. I liked it though. Yeah, that was such a tight freeze. I got both of them with 1 Rabarda. Get out of here. Never question me or my Rabarda again. Stupid Darkbringers. Get out of here. Not doing anything to me. Speak for you earlier, but I had other plans. Sorry, work decided that you weren't getting out early. It's okay. Retract just wants to roll up the ladder behind them when it comes to the value of photon crystals. Take that, new players. No PPD for you. RIP anniversary event users. You're like, if they have PDs, that means I can't win auctions. If I can't win auctions, it's gonna be this big chain of logic by the end. Wow, that actually worked. Not complaining, just kind of surprised. Claw, killed the claw. Zap zap. Oh, slightly out of range of the other one. Some materials as we play isn't too bad. Bringer's right arm, no. Like to see another use from them, not sure what it would be, to be honest. It's gonna be to buy more anniversary random color flags or whatever. Here you go, chat. More value. Oh, my controller was making me go on a wild journey there. Ew. Listen, you could get 100 of every color if you convert a weapon sphere back into these things. Not excited for it at all. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to play more Valentine's event again, but we are definitely not doing boss runs in the normal sense. It's not going to be TTF. I think me and TTF are done after Valentine's event. If I have like 10 minutes before I'm going to end the stream, then I'll think about it to end with one TTF. You get the courtesy TTF. About it. Using Dark Bridge? Is that Tiggy? You're using Dark Bridge? Am I witnessing? I'm seeing weird colors of shots. Like, it can only be one thing. Saw those runs. I was like, wow, which runs? Oh, the Valentine's one? Dark Meteor's legit for spinners there. I'll take your word for it. I'd like my discount Cannon Rouge for killing these. Oh, the Valentine's streams. It was bad. The Valentine's event was so bad. I feel like I'm not exaggerating. I feel like I got 1 PD in like 4 hours of gameplay. It was so bad. I literally was like, this is why I'm not doing it again. Just, you can feel me just like give up. I'm like 3 hours in, no PDs. Just like, man, literally somehow worse drop rate than just playing Ultimate normally. Actually insane. So unfortunate. Your soul was destroyed. Yes, it was. I was like, I'm done. So a few times I was like, oh, playing with the others, you know, that was painful to experience. It was bad. It was one of the worst events of all time. Yeah, no, you can hear it. You just hear it where I'm just like, I'm done. That sucks. It's in theory great, but in practice, PSO had other plans. The plan was only suffer. It was bad. I honestly don't even remember if I got a photon drop that entire time. I feel like the answer was no. It was bad. I don't even think I got like luck materials. It was actually just nothing. We killed like 2,000 enemies, got nothing. Nope. Nobody in the party got red ring. Nobody got any other drops of interest. It was just terrible. It's like, drops are disabled today, chat. It's all over. Oh man. I guess I'll go pick up my pity Masetta. Can you imagine if somebody goes to screenshot like a red ring on the floor here and they forget to pick it up and it's left behind? Which is like, you're like, hold on, let me send this in Discord, and it fades to white. Heart of 4,200 Masetta, yeah, same here. I'm pretty sure there was nothing. That's happened more than once. Yeah, that is painful. I'll take my magic tickets though. I'd like that better than massive attack ticket. We're gonna convert tickets into magic value. Great trick. Yeah, channel. We'll talk about, I guess, value here. I'm definitely done for now. I need food. But let's take a look at where we are as we go into another week. I could do another PSO stream at some point. I think I would prefer to do challenge mode if we have the people. So again, just comment in Discord. If you're good for this Friday, I would like to do challenge mode, potentially Friday. Saturday, I probably could do an evening stream again. Or I could move challenge mode to Saturday if people wanted to take advantage of airdrop. I'm kind of okay with both, but I want to get it started this week, no matter how I look at it. So if somebody's more available on Saturday versus Friday, this is the time to let me know. You have like 4 days. Yeah, I think Dango, Retract, question mark. I don't know who the other people would be. But I'm thinking if we have enough people, we'll rotate through. Or we'll start leveling multiple characters through challenge mode. So some people have to drop off. They can't commit to 4 hours, but can commit to 1.5 hours. I just create another character for challenge mode, and I get 2 characters through. Team gets to kind of watch how it's done, and then kind of hop in as needed. Yeah, not bad. I went from 32 or 33 PDs to 36. Exactly the ultimate rate you're expecting. Why not us? Yeah, it's painful. No parasitic gene flow for us. Otherwise, like again, like a Tekkium, a HellCleave. People are open to whatever days. My goal is that I'm thinking across 3 weeks, we will definitely clear challenge mode. It is a bit backloaded. The like ruins will probably be an entire stream when we get there. Whereas like forest and like most of caves we could get done. Mines, maybe? Mines and maybe ruins one. The final ruins take forever. They are easily double the length of like the caves. So it's a little hard to like break it down specifically for that. But that would be my intent. So if we end up having 6 people that are interested, great. If not, then somebody gets to potentially play twice. And we'll talk about it if it comes down to that, and they get more challenge mode weapons. Because the way I'm viewing it is that the more people that have those demons from mech gun or shot or Zalor guns, that way we could get more cast comps in, the better off we're going to be at the end of the day. We want to make sure we got some good gear, especially for Halloween. So people that don't have demon mech guns at all, this would be like the time to get it. So I would highly emphasize to people that are playing Rangers, even most forces, honestly, especially Faux New World, should definitely be doing those things. Would technically be down, but life, sorry to hear, Light Dragon. But this is your opportunity, I would say. And if you can't join the stream for it, I would definitely poke around in the challenge mode Discord that's on the main Ephinea server. Or technically, if there's enough people that are interested, you can run your own 4-man for episode 1 or episode 2. Episode 2 being faster, but requiring more technical knowledge for at least 2 people to clear. Episode 1 more of a puzzle-centered one, where it really just depends on how comfortable you are with the puzzles as to how fast it goes. So, we'll relearn it together. I've done it before technically, but it has been a while. But I think overall, this is going to be a great opportunity to potentially use some of those spare PDs from the last event. Now that people at least probably have 30 to 50 spare PDs, I feel like that's a pretty safe assumption if you've been playing Anniversary, since the rate of which you got PDs was insane for 4 weeks. So now it's time to kind of cash them in. If you haven't done so already for your first sphered items, this is a big opportunity for S ranks. So I know a lot of people on YouTube and even some of the Twitch chat comments talk about like, how do you get through the early game? And it's called play like 2 weeks of Anniversary. I got PD'd that, oh no. It was like called play 2 weeks of Anniversary, you literally have enough PDs to do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You could have literally started a character at the beginning of Anniversary, and I almost guarantee you probably had at least 90 PDs, even if you didn't play in public games, to like triple that number. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff, chat. But anyway, it's time to say goodbye. No more PDs for the remote batteries, RIP. Remote O's at some point, but it's not a big deal. So from that standpoint, chat, let's go ahead and say goodbye to YouTube. But from the future. Chat, remember, this is from the future. We have to emphasize that because I'm still confusing people with my delayed uploads. But with that, thank you for watching. And I hope you have a good day or a good night, depending on the time zone.